This podcast is part of the Deluxe Edition Network. To find other great shows on the network, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. That's deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
Hey everybody, this is Chase from Barrel Age Flicks. Go ahead and check out our Patreon for raw, uncut footage and early access to all of our episodes. The link is in the description, and it's only $5 a month. Thanks for listening.
Hey guys, before the show starts, we all just wanted to take a moment and acknowledge that this next episode is actually going to be our 150th episode released.
Fuck yes.
Good
All right.
God, man.
God.
It's fucking been that long. That's a lot of episodes.
That is. I mean, we're including tasting rooms and we're including, multi-part episodes.
Dude, it's been
Stuff like
so friggin' fun, though.
It has been. It really has.
And it's changed so much.
We've
I mean,
evolved a lot.
Yeah, we've lost people,
Hopefully
but
for the better.
We've gained
I
better
think
people,
absolutely
and
for
it's
better.
just
Sure as
worked
fuck
out
hope
just
so.
great.
Yeah.
I mean, Chase and Ragnar being
hope so.
Chase and Ragnar being added to the show has been a great addition to our show.
Aw,
one of
thanks.
one of our number one guests, Goot, being on the show. He's been great on the show, and all the other guests that we've had. Yeah, all the other guests.
I mean, we've done
had.
enough that we're spinning off to the Barrel Age Chicks. I
And
mean, that's
don't forget, as of now, we have bigger projects in the works
we do.
now.
We
Yeah.
do.
Like, we are actually growing to the point, thanks to you guys, our listeners.
Yes.
We've got some stuff in the pipes, special guests that are, more famous than us. We're
We're pretty
collaborating.
fucking famous, goddammit.
Eh.
In my head, I'm a rock star.
Our Patreon, of course.
Yeah, we got the Patreon going on. We're going to be having
Gonna
some
do
special guests.
equipment.
Yep.
I mean,
But
and then
we've done a little bit of voice acting lately.
yes,
Yes.
So,
We're gonna be
Fucking
guests
cool
on
as hell.
We're gonna
Yeah.
be guests on a show here in the.
Girls Who Don't D&D, you can check them out. They've got a great show, and we offered our voices, and I'm told that he'll be wanting some more from us.
Oh,
Ooh, wonderful. Maybe I can actually make it to that one.
Yeah.
I'm the voice of silence.
I say nothing.
I
but
am the
know I'm
sound
there.
of silence.
I am
No.
the nothing.
yes.
No, but this has been a wonderful, wonderful time, a great journey. Ron, it's been awesome being, side by side with you since the beginning.
Yeah.
I give you shit all the fucking time, but that's
your
because we're
pastime.
brothers.
That's
Yes.
your number one pastime. Your second pastime is coming here.
I'm very easy to make fun of, so it works.
But in
Nah,
all
you do
honesty,
a really good job.
yeah.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank
Thanks.
you for
Really
all
do.
the hard work you put
Thank
in.
you guys for having me, and thank you listeners for paying attention to us and actually enjoying what we put out there. So we all really appreciate it.
Yes, and the fact of where we started this from, and we always were saying, we don't give a fuck if nobody listens to us.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that it'd be a good time just to sit down and shoot the shit with the guys about stuff that we enjoy, and then to find out that people are actually resonating with what we're saying. It's mind blowing to me.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. And also being a part of the greatest network right now. I mean,
Yeah.
seriously, be part of the Deluxe Edition network.
And
which
being
has been-
guests on them and having them guests on ours.
Yeah,
also.
we've already had some of them on our show, and we're going to have future guests on our show. We got plenty of them planned out. It's great. I just love how much we've evolved and just grown and everything
Growing
else.
a lot, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for putting up with us, to the ones who have been with us since day one, to the ones that are just now, coming across us. We hope you like what you listen to. And if not, fuck it. We're still going to drink and shoot the shit. We're still going to have
Like I
fun.
said, you know what? We don't even care if you guys are listening. What we want you guys.
We want you to. We value you.
But we do this also just for our benefit too. I mean, we just enjoy doing this, talking movies and getting drunk. I mean, seriously.
Yes.
What?
Mental sanity.
Exactly.
This is therapy.
It is 100%, and that's what I've referenced it to everybody since day fucking one.
I would say it's cheaper than therapy, but we put some money into this.
But it's still
yeah.
cheaper than therapy.
It's still cheaper.
It's still cheaper than therapy.
All right, guys. Well, on to the show.
I want to
I'm
give
sorry.
a quick shout out to Charisse.
Charisse from Costco. I really
Enjoy the show.
Everybody, thank you so much. Enjoy the show.
All of you guys are fucking awesome, and we really appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
Love you all.
Katsumoto no longer dishonors himself by using firearms, you see.
He uses no firearms.
You see, to those who honor the old ways, Katsumoto is a hero.
How well does he know this man?
Well, the general and Katsumoto fought together for the emperor.
He fought with the samurai.
He is samurai.
Sergeant Gant, report to the rear and see to the disposition of the supply trains. Sergeant Gant, did you hear my order?
I did indeed, sir.
Good, then you will obey it. Now!
No disrespect intended, sir, but shove it up your ass.
My name is Katsumoto. What is your name?
Nathan Algren.
I'm honored to meet you. General Hasegawa asked me to help him end his life. A samurai cannot stand the shame of defeat. I was honored to cut off his head.
What do you want from me?
What do you want for yourself?
What are you doing? Why are we having these conversations? What the hell am I doing here?
Spring, 1877. This marks the longest I have stayed in one place since I left the farm at 17. There's so much here that I will never understand. I've never been a church-going man, and what I have seen on the field of battle has led me to question God's purpose. But there is indeed something spiritual in this place.
Captain Algren, it seems you have endured your captivity with little ill effect.
I was not ill-treated, sir.
Mr. Omura, I have here a draft of the arms agreement.
Captain Algren, I'm eager to know how many samurai have joined Katsumoto.
I'm afraid I don't know.
He spent the entire winter at his encampment.
As his prisoner.
Well, has he fortified his position? Has he acquired firearms? Come, man, tell us what you saw.
As you said, Colonel. They're savages with bows and arrows.
I belong to the warrior in whom the old ways have joined the new. You do not have to die here.
I should have died so many times before.
Now you live again. You have your honor again. Let me die with mine.
I will miss our conversations. If you believe me to be your enemy, command me, and I will gladly take my life.
Tell me how he died.
I will tell you how he lived.
Hey guys, welcome to Barrel Age Flicks. This is Half-Ass Lenny. Hashtag trash bag. Also, we have...
Hey, this is Ron, a.k.a. Captain Cumbeer.
He's a hero, brings orgasms down to zero.
Plus...
This is Stu, and I'm pretty fucking princess.
We also have...
Hey, this is Ragnar.
Vagina Tata! And finally...
Fuck you, Chase!
Yeah, fuck me. All right, hey everybody.
Oh, kamikaze!
What is up, everybody? Welcome to BAF. How is everybody doing tonight?
Sorry, that was racist.
Don't speak to me like that again. Watch your tone when you fucking talk to me.
So what did you all think of my new little title that I had?
It's very
It's
adorable.
very appropriate.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yes, and I want to make
That was
sure
the problem.
Yeah, I know.
That was the problem. You didn't suck it down.
I want to thank Lenny for starting that and then it evolving across the table with Ragnar and myself, evolving from look like I covered your bear to I was like a fucking pirate. Captain, come here. I love it. And so even our real life will eventually make its way into this fucking show. I fucking love it.
See,
and also,
you're taking it as a gay thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be.
No, well, I'm not taking it as that. You know what? I'll take it with pride. Fuck it.
and I love
like you took
Chase's
those
song
pussies.
that goes with it. The evolution of one simple comment and then just turning it into something so fucking random. It's amazing. Thank you. Fuck you. Thank you.
You're cool, you're an ass, you're cool.
All right, so Chase got a spicy boner while we were recording my new
he did.
title,
In his
so
mouth.
he spun the wheel, and what is his punishment?
Everclear.
Yay.
Yes.
Your favorite.
Honestly, it's really fucking good. It's just, I know it fucks me up, so.
You're allergic.
You're like, man, you're allergic.
You have a medical condition. Fuck you, dickhead.
And also, I got a punishment shot also because I was grabbing a Sour Patch Kid.
Fucking asshole, and you dropped a Sour Patch Kid in this. What is it? $189 bottle. That
fuck.
A fan of ours was nice enough to send. You dropped a Sour Patch Kid in it.
Which, by the way, this show is a fan request. Who Lubomir, who complete. I mean, seriously, we are in awe of you donating this bottle for us.
Absolutely unreal.
I am so fucking excited for this Yamazaki.
Yes,
the 12-year single malt that we're going to have here. I am beyond pumped. I've had Suntory Yamazaki before, the 18 or the 22.
Yeah, it's good too.
Absolutely my favorite. I'm very excited to see what the 12-year single malt is.
Yeah,
like.
Lubomir, seriously, thank you. And actually, let's go ahead and get into the movie that he picked, which is Tom Cruise's The Last Samurai, which was released December 1st, 2003. This is directed by Edward Zwick. He has done some fucking great movies. He did the movie Glory. He did Legends of the Fall. He did Courage Under Fire. He did The Siege with Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
He did Blood Diamond, which is a fucking great movie. He did Defiance, with I think it's got Daniel Craig in it. He's did Love and Other Drugs. He also did Trial by Fire. This is also written by John Logan, who's done great great scripts for The Aviator, Sweeney Todd, Skyfall, The Time Machine remake, and Any Given Sunday. So I'm really psyched about talking about this. The budget of this movie was $140 million. It made $456 fucking million.
Can we get to the drink? I'm sorry.
We're getting there. Don't worry. We will get to the drink. Stop fucking rushing me, you fucking ass.
We've been sitting here this whole time. I'm smelling this potential deliciousness.
And it needs to sit.
Right. And it's been sitting. And we have Token sitting in the freaking goddamn peanut gallery who went ahead and was able to have a shot of this or a glass of this, and he's already finished it, and he's like rubbing it into my fucking open wound right now.
Well, be patient, buddy. Patience is a virtue. So anyways, this movie stars...
You know what? Hold on. That's very fucking inconsiderate. I'm sorry. You know that?
The movie stars Tom Cruise, Ken Watanabe.
It's gonna get so fucked up now.
It is.
I think I'm going to say, hey, forgive me if I say anything's wrong. Koyuki Kato, Tony Goldwyn, Hiroyuki Sanada, who basically was Scorpion in the new Mortal Kombat remake. Timothy Spall, Billy Connolly, Masata Murata. Like I said, I forgive me on these names. Shin Koyamada as the son. So I think I did pretty good on that. And the other movies.
Hold on. How the fuck do you get these names right, but you fuck up on regular damn names?
I practiced. Believe it or not, I practiced. I practiced.
Oh my God.
I fucking I went online and went on fucking Google and said, how do you say these names?
Hey,
I'm serious.
Hey, Ron, who was it that played Emperor Meiji?
I don't have that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't put all the cast.
But
I just put a lot of the main guys.
Chingachgook. He just can't fucking say it.
Chingachgook.
Now you can. We're not doing the show
because I'm practicing now, damn it.
Afterwards, why?
I don't know.
God, you make me sad. Where's the lid to this? This is going to spill. Where's the lid?
I don't. It's right here. So
put the lid on there.
All right. So
pretty fucking close, guys. All right.
Well, other movies that came around this time, there was a lot of movies that came around this, a lot of movies. So
were any of them to do with drinking? Because we can.
We're almost there. We're almost there. Patience is a virtue. So we have Cheaper by the Dozen.
Been waiting months.
We have Cold Mountain. We have Paycheck. We have The House of Sand and Fog. We have Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. Something's Got to Give, and Stuck on You. So let's go ahead.
Something's about to fucking give.
Yeah, I know you guys are really want to try this fucking
stuck on
drink.
your beard if you don't get to the drink.
All right, let's go ahead.
Let me come. Is that what you're talking about? Come.
Shut the fuck up. Let me go ahead and talk about the drink here.
For relaxing times, make it Suntory time.
So this is Suntory Yamazaki single malt Japanese whiskey, a single malt whiskey from Japan's first and oldest distillery. Yamazaki 12-year-old whiskey is a succulent drink. Expert brewers in Japan ferment this liquor to longer than usual in wooden casks for extra creamy texture. The Japanese single malt whiskey has full-bodied mouthfeel and pours a rich golden color. What the fuck are you doing, Lenny?
You didn't drink your fucking punishment shot, dude.
I'm going to. I'm going to do it after this. I'm going to do it after the fucking...
No. We made Chase do it.
He drank his, motherfucker. Yeah. Glug, glug, glug. Enjoy. All right, now continue.
It had-
Yes, that's what I wanted.
Good job, Lenny.
Thank you.
Good job. And now he's gonna have the banana taste while he's doing it.
It has bright, fruity aromas of peach, peach, pineapple, and
Good job.
grapefruit with hints of vanilla. Japanese oak, aged in a combination of American, Spanish, and Japanese oak barrels. This whiskey has complex flavor notes with apricot jam, vanilla, and berry, mild undertones of cranberry, butter, and coconut with more depth. So you guys ready?
Yes.
Water.
I'm fine.
So you can clear your palate.
I got water right here.
It was great. It was worth the extra
That was
time.
pretty distracting.
You guys are asses. Anyway, so you guys ready to try? You guys have been waiting.
Woo!
All right, skull.
Thank you, Lubomir.
Clankies.
Yeah, Lubomir, seriously, I appreciate this.
Here we go. Breathe it in. When it puts a chill down your spine when you smell it, that's the good shit.
That is silk.
Wow.
That is smooth.
Wow, that's smooth. Holy shit. Holy shit. That is good.
That is really like.
Damn.
Does that burn your tongue?
A little bit.
Only
a little bit.
Only on the ass
On
end.
there? Did you
kept
aerate
it
it?
on there.
Did you, all right. The air. I wasn't sure if it was the aeration that maybe just keeping it on there for the extra time is what added that extra little bit of burn.
Yeah.
But it isn't a bad burn. I will say it goes away.
It's not.
No,
it's
no,
not.
once you
It's not a
swallow it, it goes
hardcore.
away.
It's not a hardcore burn.
No.
It's like a very slight burn, but it's very smooth. It's like very smooth.
I can certainly say that the
And I see the vanilla.
the flavors are not as bright as the 18 year, but it is just as smooth as the higher level Yamazaki. I am very pleased. Lubomir, thank you so very much.
No,
Yeah,
seriously,
man. You
no,
are the
no.
man.
This is
Thank
good.
you.
And the thing is, we were going to be honest about this. We are definitely going to be honest. So I'm really
Yeah.
curious. So, Stu, you want to start off because I'm really curious about yours first.
Oh, this is absolutely a two thumbs for me.
thumbs.
Absolutely a two thumbs. I was been very hesitant since Lubomir told us what he was sending, and then the bottle arrived based on the last Centauri we had.
Yeah.
That Ragnar,
Which I think was on the Wolverine
riding.
show.
Yeah, it
And
was.
It
Yeah.
was. It was okay. I mean,
I was very surprised by that one because, like Ron said in the description of this one here, Centauri whiskey distillery is old.
yeah.
So and I know a lot of distilleries that are old, they obviously don't have very, some batches don't come out well. And comparing, like if you want to, if you compare this one to the other one,
The Hadasaki.
yeah,
You talking about the one that did Die Hard?
I was just going to ask about the one we had on Die Hard.
This one compared to the Centauri that we had.
Yeah,
in
the
Wolverine.
other Centauri.
This my problem with that Centauri, it had no real individuality. It had no defining characteristics. It was
flat.
Yeah, I mean, it was a Japanese whiskey, absolutely,
Yeah,
but it had nothing to make it its own drink.
Yes.
What notes do you
Which
taste?
which Centauri was that, or can you recall?
Was that 6 year? I think.
I think it was 6 year.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this distillation process, I don't think 6 years long enough for it to really.
Well, that's all
develop
they
anything.
had.
Yeah,
for it,
but this 12 year is fantastic. You're just starting to get a real taste of the background flavors that they've got instilled to it. Definitely a little bit of vanilla. You can certainly taste that. It's weird not picking.
Hibiki. It's Hibiki.
Yeah,
That was the one that we did for Wolverine.
Hibiki.
Yeah.
Okay. It's weird not picking up an oak flavor in a whiskey. And I think that's kind of the only thing that throws you off, but it's not in a bad way. It's just very different from what you're used to.
Yeah.
Because that oak flavor, it has that, signature. I can't really describe it with anything but saying it kind of scoops in your palate and really sets up a base foundation for the rest of the flavors. And this doesn't really have that.
Depends on the oak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this doesn't really have that, but it allows each one of those lower notes to stand on its own. And I'm a huge fucking fan.
Do you guys taste the vanilla? because that is where I get, because that's the one that I have a strong,
that's the strongest note in this whiskey.
I think that's also vanilla is kind of a smooth tasting, like a creamy texture, and that's what this feels like because it's very smooth. It almost has like a creamy texture going on the tongue and everything.
Is this cherry wood distilled?
No, this was Japanese oak.
It is
Japanese oak, which is called
it's a brighter
Mizunara, Mizunara. That's Japanese oak. That's the name of it. Yeah, but hints of vanilla, grapefruit, which I don't taste the grapefruit or peach, but pineapple.
I can certainly taste a darker citrus.
But butter and coconut, I can see a little bit. I could say like the buttery taste.
Butter,
See, I don't know. I'm not going to say I necessarily taste the butter, but I get the texture.
Yeah,
the buttery texture more than the buttery flavor. If that makes any fucking sense.
More of a creamy. It's creamy and butter. I kind of the same.
Slicker than snail snot going down. Like this is smoother than silk.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and give mine. Stu, you said 2 thumbs up. I get this 2 thumbs up. If I had the money, I would buy another bottle of this to put on my fucking bar for just special occasions. Seriously. How about you, Ragnar?
Fuck Lenny.
I'm just going sporadic. I'm going sporadic. I'm not going around table.
Oh, we're not going around
table. No, I was just picking.
Since I've been talking for a while anyway, I'll just finish it up with saying this is 2 thumbs up, and I'm pulling an extra one out of Ron's ass to give it 3.
Wow. He's going to be left feeling empty now.
You guys are fucking assholes.
2 thumbs up my ass.
Jeez. Yeah, I did say that, didn't I?
You did.
That was. I think that was the It episode. I can't believe I said that.
2 thumbs up my ass, and we were like, "Why?"
No, I didn't say that. I said 2 thumbs my ass, and then I was like, "Oh shit!"
No, but
you said 2 thumbs up my ass,
and then
like
my ass.
You,
I was like,
"You literally."
But that's not what the way I meant it. I didn't mean it that way.
I've never heard someone forget punctuation when speaking. Like I don't.
There's a comma there.
Just like fucking. Split second is, and just that will always come into play is my fucking 2 thumbs up my ass. I mean, seriously, it's never going to go away. Seriously. Lenny and Ragnar, how about yours?
Split second is 2 thumbs up your ass now?
No, that's no, what I'm saying.
Like, I would rather shove 2 thumbs up my ass than watch that movie again.
Yes, that's true.
You would?
Probably.
You would?
Probably.
No, you said yes. You said yes.
I'd rather watch that.
No.
That's not what I meant.
You agreed 100%. You'd rather get 2 thumbs in your anus than have to watch fucking Split Second again.
Oh, God. I'm going to shut up now. Ragnar, go ahead and take your fucking review.
Well, goddamn.
Goddamn, fuck.
All right, so
I can't say anything right.
Just 1 second here. So Crystal absolutely hates whiskey of any kind. I have to see if she likes this because this is super easy drinking.
Very expensive,
She's
good.
giving like a face like she's not excited about.
She knows it's a whiskey. She's terrified.
Yeah, but didn't she like the smell of it?
It's silk. It is.
It's got a very good flavor profile.
Y'all said that about the
No,
cognac.
there's hardly any burn at all. It
Really,
hits and then it's gone.
it's unreal. It's pretty good.
Still not her thing.
No.
I don't think she's disappointed by it. More,
she's kind of shocked in more opinion.
I understand it.
Out of all of the darker liquids I've consumed of this type, this one's not the worst.
It's
All right.
tolerable. Would you say it's tolerable?
You know what? I want to have
Spicy Boner,
who is in our peanut gallery, go ahead and get on the mic.
Oh my God!
Spicy boner.
Damn it,
Captain Cumbeard, we thank you.
It's just you have derailed. Oh my God!
Go ahead and do your thing. I gotta fucking spin the wheel.
You fucked up, bro.
You done fuckers.
The shit was delicious, by the way. I just want to let you guys know that.
How many thumbs?
I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs.
Fuck yeah.
There we go.
Fucking great.
I'll actually give it a 1.5. It's not bad.
Wow.
It's the best.
Grab something yummy. I got lucky.
you
Jameson.
Douche.
Fucking Yamazaki. What are you talking about?
Oh God, that makes me feel better. Thank you. So Ragnar, what's yours? 2 thumbs up. And Lenny?
2 thumbs up. I will say this is one of the first whiskeys I've had where like I legitimately, one, it's smooth, of course, but also same thing. Like as you're swallowing it, as it goes, there's like you can taste all the individual flavors in there, which For me, like, you know, whenever like I have like a wine or I have whatever, they're like, oh, it has hints of this and it's got this.
Yeah, you
and it's
get
hints of
punched
that.
in the mouth
And I'm
by
like,
grapes.
fuck you. No, it doesn't. It tastes like wine. But this, I can actually taste all the individual things they put in it. It's fucking really, really, really good. So 2 thumbs up for sure.
And see, that's the weird thing. You know, you definitely can pick out individual flavors, but they're not like smack you in the face right.
They're not over. Yeah, it's just like a hint. You can catch it. You know,
a lovely, buttery, silky, smooth drink
down,
that
Sammy.
gives you these
Put it down,
hints
Sammy.
I
of
was 18 months, so I'm not
deliciousness.
going to, but damn, that smells
Put it
delicious.
Remember, your chip is pretty. You don't
It
want to
is
start
pretty.
over.
All right, but
Smells good.
so
Started over. That means you could eventually get 2 of those chips.
all right, so I'm gonna say
We do
this.
not encourage, sir.
Hey, I'm gonna say this flat out. Let's all do a snaps for Lubomir.
Golf clap.
Did you just snaps? Really?
We're beatniks.
Slam toast.
What the
okay?
fuck is this?
Actually, that came,
you're like, why am I doing?
I actually got that from Big O and Dukes. That's what they always did. They did snap. So I'm sorry.
Why are we trying to
How about
they make bad beer?
No, it wasn't Big O and
Damn.
Dukes. It was Chad Dukes who made the bad beer, not Big O and Dukes. But yeah, you have a point.
why are you?
Golf clap.
Well, fuck Big O and Dukes. Why are you trying to
Kinda
copy
sounds
them?
like something
I don't know, because I'm not thinking right.
And
But
more
no,
so,
seriously, seriously,
But why are we even clapping?
and more so to barrel
Lubomir for
style.
buying
Okay,
this.
hey, thank you very much for buying this fucking nice bottle of fucking whiskey.
Wow, maybe
Yes.
you do that for $185.
Keep it fucking simple. God damn.
I'm so
All right.
glad we had the same idea.
That was fantastic. I'll give it 2 thumbs up and a whack.
All right, guys. So we. All right, guys.
Go
So
fuck
we'll,
your sister.
we'll be. Jesus Christ. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, this is Sammy with Barrel Aged Chicks. I'm sitting here now with Snow, Harley, and Crystal to let you know what's coming in 2023, bitches. What would that be, Crystal?
Barrel-aged chicks.
Woo!
I really hope everybody comes and checks us out. We've got a lot of shenanigans planned and lots of great movies to review, as well as all kinds of other things pop culture.
What's up, all my barrel-aged flicks, bitches, and bastards? Hopefully you can tune in so you can get some insight from the other side of the perspective.
That was Hottie Harley over there. And then lastly, our quiet mouse on panel tonight, Little Crystal.
It's always the quiet one, so be prepared for some really weird shit on my end.
I love it. So quiet, so adorable, so dark. And this is just a little vignette for you guys. This is our trailer, teaser, whatever you want to call it. But come out and check out Barrel Aged Chicks, coming to you 2023. Come hear the girl side of things.
We'll see you next year, guys.
That's right.
Laters.
All right, so we are back. Hey, Chase, come here for a minute.
What?
What the fuck?
No, seriously, I got a surprise for you, buddy.
We do?
Yes, I do. Come here.
You got a big kiss for me? What's going on?
No, not at all.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on.
No. Come here, man. No, come here. Now take a look at this.
What the fuck? And you just stood there and took that.
All right, so
What the fuck?
You know who told me to do that for you? Your mother.
She did. She instructed him to do that.
Yep. Right on fucking Facebook said, "Hey, slap my son for me, please." I will never let your mother down.
Now I'm going to have a phone call right after this.
I had to. I'm sorry.
Why the fuck
I had to.
did you just not react?
I'm glad my mom
stood there and fucking took that.
Because he was like, what just happened?
Because the Chase I know would have reacted a lot faster than that, so she'd be grateful he just stood there.
Ragnar,
I had to. I'm sorry. I'm not going to let your mother down.
I like you. You're my brother. If you slap me in the mouth, my gut instinct, I'm punching you in the fucking mouth. All right?
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for you to slap me back.
I'm glad my mom doesn't listen
That's
to the
what
show.
shocked me more, but the lack of reaction.
I know, that's what was shy.
I forgot all about that.
Hey, I went easy.
You went easy?
I was completely baffled, honestly. Like, it happened. I was like, what the fuck?
I couldn't see your face. I can only imagine you just...
No, I'm sorry. No, I was looking
it
at our
wasn't even
Facebook
that.
post, and your mom just said, slap my son for me. And I said, as you wish.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to do it.
pulled a
I'm not
Princess
going to let your mother down.
Wow.
Tracy, I presume?
Yep.
Okay, I got you. So I know what happened.
Damn, all right.
Recorded for you.
I have 2 moms.
Okay.
I just wanted clarification. Fucked up. Okay. I forgot her birthday.
Oh. And for the listening audience, that was Crystal and Sammy simultaneously fucking coming up and slapping fucking Chase in the back of the head.
You don't forget your mother's birthday. Really?
Wow.
Okay, Ron, if my mom ever reaches out to you and tells you to slap me, I'm decking you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just letting you know right now.
Hey, but hey, I did my part. You could have gone. You want to take a free slap at me? You're more than welcome to. I have no problem.
He deserved the slap.
Hey,
It's
no,
understandable
Sammy's
why
voting
you did
for it.
It's understandable why you did it.
I have no problem though. If you want to slap me back, you're more than welcome.
I don't strike other men with an open hand.
All right.
It's emasculating.
I just had to. I had to listen to your mother, man. I had to do it.
Slap.
I think he's calling you a bitch.
Slap my face.
He's saying he won't do that.
Slap my
because
face.
He ain't no bitch.
No, I'm asking you to slap my face.
Here we go.
Come on, Chase, get over here. Slap my face. I'm requesting it. Come on.
You got.
I want you to. I want you
You got
to.
to unzip your fly first when you
The
slap.
followers want you to slap
Little
him.
flick.
The followers want you to slap Ron.
You're
Slap
more than
him
welcome to.
hard.
Come on.
All right, close your eyes
Do it.
first. He's like,
If I take the zipper down, I won't have to. I don't have to get too close.
I want you to. Go ahead.
like a lasso. You're like,
I will pass. I don't strike other men with an open hand.
just keep going. You did what his mom wanted. Last Samurai, and there's some swords, and people get stabbed.
I was giving you
Let's
a freebie.
move it along.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead.
slap other men, apparently.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and talk about The Last Samurai. So what do you guys think of this movie?
It's a great Kevin Costner
Fantastic.
It is. Dances of Wolves in
Yes.
Japan.
Yes.
Amazing.
That's exactly what this is.
Well, when you think about it, a lot of movies copied this formula because also Avatar also copied
Yeah.
the same formula too. Sci-fi version of Dance of the Wolves, then you think of The Last Samurai, so it actually has the same formula like that. But you know what? Even though it has it, it's still pretty decent, and it's a very over dramatized movie when you think about it. But it's very good, and
It was beautifully shot.
yes,
It was very beautifully shot, actually.
It was very,
Japan's a beautiful country,
Yeah, it was
man.
very respectful.
It wasn't filmed in Japan,
the
though.
area.
Really?
This was filmed in New Zealand.
Well, that makes sense.
Because they had to film there because they were looking for the undeveloped area, and Japan is so developed as a whole.
Yeah, and there's only so much space because it's an island.
There's only so much of Japan
Islands,
that is undeveloped.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And most of those areas are pretty fucking shitty.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, that's why they're undeveloped. It's not the best habitable.
No one wants to build there.
Yeah.
They're like, no.
You wouldn't be able to get the cinematography or the actual feel.
But the thing is, it did look like Japan, though. It did look like that area. I mean, it looked beautiful. I think New Zealand, they film a lot of movies there, a lot of fantasy movies. I mean, the Lord of the Rings movies were filmed there.
It's because it's a very undeveloped country as a whole that's very gorgeous, but not very populated.
Right.
I wonder if they keep it that way, like as a reserve, because think about it, if New Zealand was no longer a place you could film, they'd lose a lot of it would become a problem because they'd lose a lot of beautiful landscape to work with.
So just due to the terrain of Japan, there are a lot of places that simply are not accessible or financially viable to create infrastructure to make them into larger city hubs. So there are many places in Japan that are simply not very developed, and they have beautiful countryside, and a lot of those towns and honestly villages still function very much so
The way you see it in the movie.
Exactly. Yeah. They hold very, very true to old tradition, and they're fucking gorgeous.
And they probably had issues with getting because I mean, if you go
trying to get a film crew,
right?
there,
Hey, we want to do this thing. It's going to disrupt all of y'all's lives for so many months, and they can very easily say no, fuck off, and then they can't do it.
And the price that goes along with them, and already an extremely expensive film.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's probably why it was so expensive.
That's why they shot it in New Zealand, is why we're saying it to keep costs down.
I mean, that's still the very similar terrain.
Yeah, but it's a lot easier to access a lot of that beautiful scenes and locations without having to do helicopter flights to get to these places and setting everything up, and being very easily able to get to accommodations that are very comfortable for the actors and the crew and everything like that.
Yeah.
And I just think New Zealand is undeveloped and not very populated because Kiwis are nice people as a whole, but honestly, I don't trust them.
New Zealand's
I
located.
don't trust them.
New Zealand's located near Australia,
Very,
right?
very
Right
small
off-
hands.
next to Australia.
New
Smell
Zealand
like cabbage.
is,
Very, very small
is rated
island.
higher
Yeah.
than America in freedoms.
Which is weird that it's a fucking small area because
don't
in the
trust
movies it
Kiwis.
just looks so fucking grand and big. But you know that Tom Cruise spent almost 2 years in preparation for this movie, including swordplay, instructions, and Japanese language lessons. Spent 9 months learning samurai fighting techniques. He gained over 20 pounds of muscle in the process.
Nice.
Yeah,
Which-
no, you could really see it in the Boken practicing.
Yeah.
And some of the sword work. It wasn't just an actor fucking around. You could see he did.
Dude, when he's in the
devote
middle
himself.
when he's in the middle of the street and he takes out like those 5 guys,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, bro,
Yeah, no, that was badass.
that was fucking
yeah.
awesome. Yeah, the two swords.
What do you all think of Tom Cruise? Okay, so
I
we've
like the way this looked like you were jerking dicks off to.
That's his default for anything going two-handed. All right.
all right. So we've only done one Tom Cruise movie. We did Cocktails, so we know that Tom Cruise has done a lot of great movies.
Is that the only fucking Tom Cruise movie?
That's the only Tom Cruise movie we've done.
Jesus.
No.
Cocktail. I don't remember us doing any other. Nope. Yep. Cocktail was the only one.
All right.
But overall, he's a good actor. He's done great roles, and he as a person, he's fucking stupid. He's an idiot. His politics and stuff like that. But overall, as a
This
fucking
was,
actor,
like right before he went off the deep end,
before he did that whole jumping fit on fucking
right
Oprah
before
Winfrey
he
show.
threw himself into Scientology, head first.
No, I think he was always
No.
in Scientology. I thought that
No,
was
this
like
isn't before that.
But I mean, I think this is before he went nuts for fucking Scientology and let that affect. He
did
doesn't
for a
have
few
the
years.
crazy
When did this
eyes
come out?
that he has since the Scientology shit. Ever since like he went deep into Scientology, he always seems to have crazy eyes. All right, I'm just like,
he has a certain level of intensity where you're like, yeah, it's yeah.
You had just mentioned the scene where he took out the 3 or 4 other guys.
were the ninjas or were they?
In the
No,
street
they
when
were
he
like
was
they were
back.
like henchmen or
Yeah,
whatever.
when he was back in the city. Him finishing the whole conflict with 2 swords in his hand. Who was that a reference to? As someone who has studied martial arts in the past and studied katana use, you should know this.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but I haven't dabbled in martial arts in that way for it's been well over almost 2 decades.
it was Jesus, wasn't it? It's always Jesus.
I don't believe Jesus ever used katanas.
Not that anybody lived to tell the tale.
Leonardo
We're gonna leave that
Leonardo
part out of
from
the Bible.
Teenage Ninja Turtles.
So using two katana is actually a reference to Musashi Mashimoto, I believe.
Right,
He was,
yeah,
a
Mashimoto,
very famous swordsman who was the only one to have truly mastered the art of using 2 katana at the same time. And it was absolutely incredible. There's a lot of forms out there that use both the katana and wakizashi at the same time. But, 2 katanas, and he was incredibly deadly with it.
That's interesting.
What he
well, that's completely different though, in the ability to compare the size.
yes.
So,
yeah.
But
Because
there's
one is-
actually
because you have offense and defense in both hands.
there was because there are different classifications of katana. You have the smallest. So any samurai travels with 3 blades.
Yeah.
You have the tanto, which is worn on the small of the back. You have the wakizashi, that is worn alongside the katana on the left side of the body, and also the katana is the only traditional weapon in the world, bladed weapon, to be carried edge up.
No shit.
Yeah. It's a very unique style, very unique sword, and honestly, it's legendary. Everybody knows about the samurai sword.
Yeah.
But it's pretty neat because the Mashimoto, there's a story about him going up against one of his final opponents.
Yeah.
He arrived on the shore of this guy's island, and he was wielding a katana that was slightly larger than a normal katana.
Yeah.
General katana, I think it's 40 to 42 inches long. This one was, I think, 47 or 52 inches long.
Right.
I forget the actual designation of it.
60,
but
I believe.
Was it 6? Yeah. It wasn't quite a nodachi. So you have tanto, wakizashi, katana. The upper class of the katana, and then you have the odachi. It becomes a nodachi when you're talking about it belonging to somebody. But anyway, he was wielding this long ass fucking sword, and he said he realized, I don't have the reach for this.
Yeah.
So he goes back to his boat, grabs a fucking oar, and beats the crap out of this swordsman with a goddamn boat oar and kills him.
Boat oar can be a good weapon.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of a movie that used a boat oar as a weapon. Talented Mr. Ripley.
Yes.
You know, I was going to say too,
Pirates of
just
the
to
Caribbean.
point out like how
Yes.
uniquely sharp like samurai swords can be. There is a scene, Bodyguard, yeah.
Oh yeah, when
Kevin
she takes the
Costner-
fucking silk and drops it.
Well, because she's fucking around with this sword, and he's sitting there trusting her, and then he's like, "Let me show you something," and he shows her just how fucking sharp that blade is that she's just fucking with.
She had like a silk scarf.
She
or
had
something
a
like
very
that.
thin like silk scarf, and he has her hold it out like this, and he just kind of throws it in the air, and it just floats down, and as it hits the blade, he goes, and it just cuts right in half.
Yep.
I was like, that's fucking crazy.
So I actually brought my katana. You guys will see this on the photo on Instagram for the whiskey that we're drinking. We have that posted up there. But I actually just resharpened it, and Ragnar, I was like, I don't think it's all that sharp. And Ragnar grabs it up and just shaves his fucking arm with it.
Told you it was sharp.
Oh damn! Yeah,
That's pretty awesome.
Overall, the thing about this movie is that this is a historical movie, of course, and it is based on truth, but it's fictional also. The final battle in the film is based upon the historical end of the Satsuma Rebellion at Shirayama at 24 September 1877. Like the film, the Imperial Army bombarded the samurai positions with artillery. Takamori, having run out of ammunition for the firearms, charged the Imperial lines with 500 men relying on the swords. For a while, the samurai held as the Imperial infantry were not trained for traditional sword fighting during this time. Takamori was shot and severely wounded. This is a debate of what led to his death, but what is known is his men cut off his head to preserve his honor. The head was later found and buried with Takamori's body. What was left of his men, some 40 more in number, were led by samurai named Beppu. They did not final charge towards the Imperial lines and were wiped out by gunfire.
Beppu? No, I'm not doubting your
Beppu.
Yeah.
Beppu.
Yeah.
Beppu.
Yeah, I'm not doubting your pronunciation. It just sounds
Yeah, I know.
not
Doesn't sound
not
Japanese.
By the way, I got this from
Beppu.
WikiLeaks.
Beppu.
It's Beppu.
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 Not Beppu.
Well, I'm thinking French.
It
I don't
sounds
know.
French. Beppu.
That's what caught Chase's ear so much is the pronunciation.
like I'm not familiar with the character. I just was like, that doesn't sound Japanese. But
But also, the other thing about the historical thing is about the ritual suicide of a shamed defeated samurai. What did you all think of that? Because
seppuku.
The samurai would kneel and slide open his abdomen,
And
usually with their
also
short
known in slang terminology,
belly cut,
Harry Carry, which it would translate.
It's also it's also called the belly cut.
Yeah, belly cut in English, but it is seppuku is the formal. It is also referenced as harikari. But do you know the basis of that?
That's what I was reading here. While a second, generally, someone the samurai respected, whether friend or foe, would then behead them to ensure a swift death. While it is correct the term, the practice is also informally referred to as the harikari, harikari, which literally translates to belly cut.
Right. So the I can't recall the actual engagement, but basically it stems from there were two samurai that had I really don't remember exactly what it led up to it, but they were facing, I think, almost 100 foes. And they had retreated to part of an island while they were being pursued. And that was the first use of seppuku. But basically they ran up to this outcropping of stone. They realized that there was simply no way for them to live through their battle issue.
Yeah.
And they decided to very ceremoniously kneel, cut their bellies open, and kill themselves to retain their honor without, losing that conflict.
Yeah.
But the idea is in the feudal or the older Oriental cultures. So here in the Western cultures, we talk about having a big heart.
Right.
You have a big heart. You have, a lot of love. In the Oriental cultures, there's a lot of, it's more so about your stomach. That's where we get the term being a yellow belly from.
Yeah.
If you're a coward. And that's literally the idea is if you are cowardice or anything like that, they say you don't have a pink stomach, kind of that gist. So cutting the belly open is saying, here, I end myself, and to you I prove that I am not of yellow stomach. I am not of cowardice.
Yeah.
That's why they sound angry all the time.
Well, yeah, but do you feel like also the whole point of
the gut
cutting his head and everything else, because it's, in a way, a samurai dies with honor in that way. It's a way of dying with honor.
You take their head when after they've already cut themselves in order to, you are honoring them by ending their suffering.
With a swift death.
Yeah. A belly cut it's a slow, painful fucking death. All right. And you are saying, all right, you recognize their sacrifice and you are honoring them as the warrior that they were and are. And you're right, I will now grant you a swift death.
So that battle that happened right there in the beginning when Tom Cruise's character, Nathan Algren, was taken captive, and that general was who was a samurai, did that, he died with honor. So, and to the point where Ken Watabe's character basically,
Watanabe,
sorry.
Watanabe
character, he said that he felt honored to cut off his head. Jesus Christ.
But no, it's not every single one, though.
What do you mean?
It's not every single one that goes in the battle, though. That's only the samurai.
Well, it's also because he was a shamed samurai. That's the thing.
He was samurai, so that's the only reason why. It's not so everyone that you see at the very end of the battle,
yeah,
right? If they chose that path, right, they don't get that portion there,
yeah,
of it. That is their choice there if they want to split their gut open, and die that way there. But they don't get the honor of dying as a samurai, because that is something that is for the samurai alone.
Yeah.
And that also, when Omura was so shocked that they came back knowing that it's a losing battle, he's like, why aren't they killing themselves? Why aren't they, committing seppuku?
Because they did that in World War II, didn't they? Also,
were like, all right, they know it's an unwinnable battle. Why are they continuing to fight? And that's the influence that Tom Cruise's character had upon them. Like, yes, it may be an unwinnable fight, but fuck it, we're going down to the last goddamn man.
Yeah.
And the respect that the samurai had for, like, Custer. All right, he's like this is a man who knew it was an unfucking winnable fight. He took, what was it, 211 fucking soldiers against 2,000 natives, and yeah, there's no fucking way you're gonna win that shit. I don't care if you have superior firepower.
Yeah.
Right? You're not gonna win that. You're just throwing body after body after body at that point. And that's why he had respect for Custer, even though it was retarded fucking Custer to do that. 100%, and that's what Tom Cruise's character was trying to impart upon him, but that he ended up still not changing his mind. He's like, nope, I want to go down fucking swinging.
Well, and I will say that behavior
It's
and
very
people doing that is something that lives in infamy. That's something that carries on, that inspires people in the future when you are willing to, down to the last man,
yes,
no surrender, that it speaks volumes of your character, because you're going to fucking die. You're going to die, and you still are like, then that's what we're doing. And
he said, why won't he stop? Because fuck you, that's why.
Like when for the time frame of the movie and shit.
Yeah.
It shows the huge difference between the Western culture and Eastern culture.
Yep.
And Tom Cruise's character and
Kasumoto.
Yes, thank you.
Which is actually based off of the historical Takamari. That's actually what Kasumoto is actually based off of.
Yes.
You see the huge difference between those two characters there in their beliefs, because one believes in an honorable death of dying in battle, if that is his fate, or his fate to have that happen, and Tom Cruise believes that no, it shouldn't. Like, if you're going into battle hoping to die, then like it's something wrong,
right?
But he was going into battle wanting to die.
Right.
Yeah, because of the unfortunately
everything that he did
and the atrocities and that he committed in the name of war that he was forced into, like slaughtering innocent people, and he's basically a dead man walking. Like, he believes that he doesn't deserve to live anyways. So that's why, like, you see so many times he puts himself in danger.
Yeah,
and clearly doesn't give a shit. And there's like that scene where the guy, he's like on his knees, and the guy comes up with a sword and comes right to his neck. He doesn't even flinch. He just looks at him like,
no, he wants.
He
to
almost looks at him like, "Why
ready,
did you
come
stop?
on."
Why didn't you stop? Why did you just keep swinging?" So
He's a bitch.
Yeah, man, you won't.
There is a major historical fallacy in this fucking film. Major, and I think it's because it was written for an American audience as a whole. So yes, Americans did help try to train the Japanese.
Yeah.
So did the English, so did the French, so did the every major civilized country. But it was the Prussians who actually whipped the fucking the Japanese Imperial Army into fucking shape. It was the Prussians, and that's why you see their uniform is very Germanic, inspired.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. With
I see that.
even to the point where the tied, pants and shit like that. So high up and stuff like that. It's very Prussian inspired.
Yeah.
And the weapons that they were using in the battle that it's based on.
Yeah.
And shit like that. They weren't fucking
The rebellion at Shirayama.
Yeah, they weren't fucking American made weaponry. They were Prussian and Germanic weaponry at the time. And that's what led them, because of their reliability and they had dominated the battlefields.
So for basically American effect.
Exactly. They just
In the
completely
theaters.
made it for American audience as a whole.
But do you feel like it was over dramatized?
I'm not gonna say it was over dramatized, because the story that it's telling is supposed to be one where, I honestly, I took this film as I don't know who the bad guys are. In all honesty, in this film, and they even broach it in the beginning that it is a war between tradition and
New Age.
Yeah, because Kasumoto was willing to say that I will gladly take my life.
Well, and I will say this, that at the very end, when they all kind of are showing their respects for essentially the last samurai dying, it was very reminiscent to me of the Last of the Mohicans, when they're realizing.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that was that was the vibe I got. Is that it's very much it's the dying of an old way. It's a dying of a different way of living.
You had three antagonists. You had the antagonist of simply greed, the Omura family only wanting to get a fuck ton of money out of this treaty and deal for the arms.
Right.
You had fuckface old colonel, I think it was, who just wanted to follow blind.
You're talking about Nathan Ogren's colonel, the one that was with him during
he just wanted to blindly follow orders instead of gut checking himself and doing what was right, slaughtering people, and that's just what he does. He thinks it's perfectly fine. He's a fuckhead.
Well, he got his at the end, though.
Exactly. Look, Mike, I was so fucking satisfied by that.
You have to have respect, though. He's like, no, I'm going fucking in there.
Yeah.
All right. He could have stayed back with Omara and shit like that, and been ordering and stuff like that the way Omara was. No. He's like, no, I am fucking going in there because this is the right thing to fucking do.
But when
be with
when
my
Aldrin
people,
threw that fucking sword and it impaled him out, I literally was like, yes!
I was fist pumping, dude.
Much better is if he's fucking running by and just grabs it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and just like draws it all the way through up his torso.
Oh, that would have been so much better.
I needed that, and I didn't fucking get it. That is the only thing I'm pissed off about in this entire fucking movie. Well, sorry, and the fact that there was a mystery about where his red armor went.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
So he gets shot up in the battlefield. He helps Katsumoto,
yeah.
Die with honor. He's in his red armor. And then he's not.
Okay, no. I disagree. No, I feel like this was a The ending
It was
says
a shortcut.
No, because he did say nobody knew what happened to him.
I know, but hold on. Bear with me.
He's wanting to know what happened
Bear
to the
with
armor.
me. So, the armor he was wearing is generally emblazoned with the family name of the warrior.
I think married to Taka or something like that.
For Taka, her family name, her surname. It is generally emblazoned with that somewhere on the armor.
But it would have been Taka's name. It would have been her husband.
Her husband's name, yeah.
I
didn't look that up.
I'm not even going to look it up.
I can't recall. But anyway, the point is, the next scene that you see him in, there's no armor. He does not have a bag with him. He does not have anything additional with him but the sword. And then you see him in the next scene, and he's got his horse with him, and the only thing you see is rucksack, bedroll, bivvy, and sword.
Which you didn't need to see anymore because they were like, oh, they don't know what happened to him. You didn't need to see that.
To me, that was more of like just say happening.
He was coming to the Emperor
was more of a dream.
as himself, which the Emperor knew him as Nathan. Okay,
You're jumping the gun. Okay. He's going back to Taka, does not have the armor, and she doesn't know that he's still alive. So either they did not return the armor from the fucked up warrior, or he should still have it.
I believe while he was
Like, it's the
recovering.
slowest thing, but
I
still.
believe while he was recovering from his
wounds.
his severe injuries.
You think it was returned?
Which they even said that he could have died from his injuries.
Yeah,
that's the thing. That's why you don't really know what really happens.
But also, I think honestly, if Tom Cruise's character
Nathan Algren
believed what he was showing to have believed into the ways of the samurai,
right,
and shit like that, he should have committed seppuku. He was defeated.
Well, but he was also in front of the Emperor. He was actually said that he was willing to take his life.
I belong to whom where the old ways and the new meet.
I'm sorry, he should. And also, honestly, I know,
but he wasn't. But he's not Japanese though. He's not Japanese, so he didn't have to.
But
follow.
But he was trying to show that, by him by him offering himself to the Emperor. He is showing that he is trying to follow the way of the samurai, which is translated as those who serve.
Yeah.
All right. So he should have had. He was supposedly showing himself as, even though the last samurai is referring to the group of samurai that and not the one, it was absolutely implicated that Tom Cruise is the last samurai.
Yeah.
All right. That he should have committed harakiri and sacrificed himself in defeat, and he did not do
So you
that.
feel like he should have done that?
It's a double meaning. It is the last of the samurai, and that he is the last samurai.
No, see, I don't think he goes.
I certainly think that I would not hold him to the standard of performing seppuku
because he wasn't Japanese, and it would have been an insult because he's not
honoring
Japanese.
the traditional Japanese.
Believe it or not, no, I think Kasumoto was the last samurai. It wasn't Tom Cruise's character.
Yeah,
it wasn't Nathan Algren.
I believe the same. Yeah,
I think it was him. And when he passed away, that was the end of the samurai there, because Tom Cruise was not a samurai. Yes, he trained with the samurai. He became
by
a
him
part of it.
offering to kill himself for the Emperor.
But I think he was doing that in respect. He was doing that for respect.
He is the last samurai. That's what the samurai is those who serve.
I disagree. I feel like Kasumoto.
By technical definition, him offering himself to the Emperor means he is samurai. You become samurai by offering yourself and your sword to the Emperor or a shogun.
Then the title's misleading. When you think about it, the title is misleading.
Well, then
That's
here's
why I
another.
think their argument has always been, the last samurai has been the group, that whole group that fought.
Yeah.
Not one person. It's talking about the pluralization,
right?
Which I guess samurai.
Well, it's not
and
samurais.
The pluralization of samurai is still
samurai means
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
it's either
so-
single or plural within the
But
same
I think
word.
that's what their argument, the creators of the film have been. It's, oh no, we're referring to the group.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
and
But
when-
people take it as Tom Cruise.
Well, a
Or
similar
even,
thing that you could say is
Komatsu.
with like Last of the Mohicans, not to make that reference again, but they say Last of the Mohicans, and in
No, I'm actually glad you made that reference
and
because
in
I
that-
never even thought about
well,
that.
in that part where there's the father Chingachgook is talking about his son dying, and him saying that, you know, when I die, I'll be the last of the Mohicans, because although Hawkeye was considered Mohican in the sense that he was raised by them and he was family,
But he was not
but he
Mohican.
was not Mohican. Just like I don't think Tom Cruise was truly a samurai. I think he was trying to be the way of the samurai by offering himself to the emperor. But I think that, like you said, the other gentleman, when he died, he was the last samurai.
Katsumoto, yeah.
I mean, Tom Cruise might be trained in the samurai arts, and he knows about their culture, and he knows how to speak the language, and he knows how to fight like them, but he's not a true samurai.
And the whole thing with the whole being in the battlefield with Katsumoto passing away, dying, he was the last samurai to die on that field. Everybody else was dead. He was the last one, and then he took his death. He said, I want an honorable death, and he had Nathan Algren do his thing, and he said, I won't miss our conversations and everything else.
He kept saying perfect. You know, everything is perfect.
Exactly.
Like,
that's why I still believe. Go ahead.
Ragnar.
Yes.
Okay. Once we've gone and taken our oath.
Yep.
And then we've gone through our training.
Yep.
We become American military, correct?
Correct.
It doesn't matter what our heritage is, right?
Yep.
It's the oath and the training.
But that's American.
And
it's also a new way.
There's no qualification for the samurai.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. By him pledging his own life to the emperor, it didn't matter what his background is. It doesn't matter him being American. It doesn't matter him being Japanese. He became, quote unquote, the last samurai, the last of those who serve. He had gone through the training and he had taken his oath. So thereby, he should have committed seppuku because he failed in the battle. He was defeated. The fact that he didn't was a pussy way out of, in order to make everybody happy. Oh, he had a happy ending.
Yeah.
He got to live with the wife of the man he killed. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
But he was following his.
He's better. Fuck it.
Well,
she got an upgrade.
She even. Okay.
Yes.
Cold
But
blooded.
in all honesty,
That's awesome.
okay.
But
Ragnar, if I killed you, are you,
man?
Are you cool with me shacking up with your wife?
What penis is a cis
What
man.
the fuck?
No, I'm
Exactly.
not.
Exactly. It's not right. And you would hope she wouldn't shack up with the man who killed you, right?
So
To the victor go the spoils.
Damn.
so it got,
Well, damn. God damn.
I mean,
so
am
you
I
know,
wrong?
so all right, so it got brought up in a previous show. What would you do to get a fucking people out of your house if you were a spirit or a ghost?
Oh, God.
Yes.
I am going to fuck out of your big fat ass.
we can't.
Understandably
All right.
so. Understandably
And you're gonna know
so.
it's me.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
You're gonna know it's me.
Yes.
Dear God.
Oh, that's a naming
So,
man right there.
okay.
God damn.
God damn right.
So
He got experience.
I wish. Been on this boat for a long time. This is happening. You know why? Because I'm bigger than you. No.
Actually, you know, that's a good segue into. That's a good segue into.
Yeah, what is this a
rape.
good segue
I can't
into?
wait to know what we're going
What
to talk
is this
about.
a good segue
What
into?
are we
Rob?
going into
No, I'm talking
now?
about Katsumoto, about the whole ordeal and everything else.
Has nothing to do with butt. Though.
I'm
Yes.
not talking about butt.
Yes,
I'm talking about Katsumoto.
Yes, the sodomy
Yeah, but
of
you
your
just-
widow's new man is a great segue for Katsumoto.
That's what you just said, bro.
I'm trying to change the
Why
subject.
didn't Katsumoto have a top knot?
Do you need a breather?
No.
He's like, speaking of dudes in the butt, I
Oh,
want
fuck,
to
he
talk
didn't.
about this. And we're like,
Holy shit,
what?
you're right. Okay, so in the samurai culture, your top knot is your symbolism
Yes.
of servitude. As we saw in, oh my god, my fucking favorite line of the entire movie with Jolly Good. God damn it, motherfucker. Anyway, Jolly Good.
When he cuts his top knot. When
Yes.
that was painful.
That was fucked up.
That was painful.
For a lot
that was Katsumoto's son, actually.
Yes, a lot of people don't understand the symbolism for that. That truly is you dedicate yourself.
Reminds me of Jews
and the grooming of yourself to truly embody the samurai.
Well, it reminds me of Jewish because of the whole what is that thing that the Jewish
The sideburns. It is the Orthodox Jew.
Yeah,
that's different.
Where the Nazis actually cut him off to make fun of him and stuff like that.
Yeah, they used to remove those to because it's an abomination to leave that to actually groom that.
Yeah.
Just like in Sikh culture, it is an abomination to groom or cut thy hair.
Yeah.
They have some beautiful hair too.
Yeah.
They got some
they really do.
Gorgeous hair.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, where's your whiskey's like barely been drank.
I am at.
You better drink that whiskey.
Well,
I'm bald.
That's like
I choose to be bald, but I'm jealous of their hair.
That's like
I'm not gonna.
You and me both, brother. Trust me, I miss having hair.
It's like have you heard of the Yazidi? Okay, so the Yazidi is it's not like a religious sect. It is specifically a group of people in the Middle East that are very unique genetic markers, but they're often, they're very general, the average Middle Eastern complexion of darker, like a bronze skin, but they will oftentimes have like hazel or bright blue or bright green eyes along with it. And either the very dark hair. Yeah. They are honestly
they're
Kurdish.
Yeah, the Yazidi people are this beautiful amalgamation of what we generally consider different racial areas. They just come together so gorgeously.
Well, they are considered outside.
Yeah,
like they aren't even
now.
They're not very welcome.
No, actually,
that's why I think they're
the Islamic State actually persecutes them
Yeah.
to try and trade them as sex slaves a lot of times.
Yeah.
Because they're seen as unclean and impure.
Yeah.
And
They're the gypsies of that area. They're the gypsies of that area. So they're looked down upon. And I use the gypsy as the general terminology as almost like nomads.
I still think red hair and green eyes.
Do you know what the
hot.
correct term
That's all
for
I'm
gypsy
saying.
is?
Jesus Christ.
It is.
They are the Roma people. Do you know
Yes,
what?
yes.
Do you know what Roma? The word
I don't
Roma
know where
means.
that originates from now.
The word Roma means people.
Okay.
So here's the thing. Let's go into a different subject. But I'm actually
God
curious.
damn, we go some
Well,
weird
hold
fucking
on.
directions.
I wanted to throw out there real quick the true victims.
I had an ex-girlfriend of mine.
If
She
I
was
could
Roma.
get that out there.
True victims are
The
what?
true victims of this war are the fucking horses, okay? Because think about this.
That's
These
in
horses,
every fucking battle,
Hold
no
on.
matter what.
Hold on, fuckhead. These horses
Fucking
are running.
Don't say every battle.
These horses don't know what the fuck's
How
going
many
on.
horses lost their lives in the battles we've been in?
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
None.
Exactly.
I'm just
so don't
saying-
say every fucking
No,
battle.
but you're fucking horse scene in
You made
Bram
me think
Stoker's
about
Dracula.
that.
No, but these horses, it's unique because
Is that a
it's
trick
not just
question?
bows and arrows and whatever else. These horses are running towards artillery fire. They don't fucking know what's going on.
Those
And I'm
horses
sure if
had
they
balls
did,
to them.
the horse has been like, fuck you, go ahead and run on foot. I don't want to run towards a cannon and
Those
get
were
shot.
some well-trained horses.
Man, those horses got fucking mowed
And the
down.
fire,
That
I
was
will
fucked
say,
up.
in the battle when they when
Animal
the horsemen
rights.
were coming to light the fires
Where's
and shit like
Peter?
that, you could tell those horses were fucking scared shitless and stuff like that, and the control that those riders had. I was like, God damn.
And the
Yeah, but
horses-
when the sound of the fucking
Yes.
when the sound of the fucking the guns actually scare them
so
off.
there are particular training techniques to train a horse to be not spooked from gunfire,
From loud
and,
noise,
and
yeah.
cannon fire. It is a long process. It
There's no
is.
training technique for the fucking blazing fires that they were running through.
No, there is. No, honestly, there is training techniques to make them not freak out from fire, to make them not freak out from cannon fire. All of that. Okay. It is it's a particular wartime training that is gone through, and it takes months, almost an entire year for a horse.
Those horses that they were fucking using then were not trained for the fucking fire. You saw the terror in those fucking horse eyes.
Oh my god, I'm a fucking burn my goddamn head. You son of a bitch.
You're probably going to hit me with the same line you did last time, but I actually used to train horses.
What the fuck? What have you not done? Exactly.
He's the Steven Seagal of the group.
No,
he's the Steven Seagal of our group.
I used
to. We don't know what's true and what's not.
I've been flying helicopters for 50 years.
You're fucking 13 goddamn years old.
No, I was like,
what's next? You ruled another race?
That'll come up in another movie.
I went to this wardrobe and I landed in another area and I fought with this lion.
That really sounds fucking like a great movie I used to love as a kid.
I was once a woman.
I used to love that kind of fucking shit as a
Ron, you were a woman?
No, I'm talking about him.
Ron, you were a woman, Ron?
Yup, that backfired. That backfired.
Ron, fuck you.
That
That's not what I
backfired. Sorry. You did.
No, so
you guys suck.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
What? Wait, no. That's
only the tiny turds. But no, I used to help train horses for a lot of times barrel racing. For fuck's sake, Ragnar.
12 years. What? Fuck you. What did I do?
All this in.
I'm literally sitting here enjoying my fucking whiskey, listening to you talk about how you train horses for barrel racing.
It's from what you said just before that. Anyway, but
you need to finish your big fucking drink, Lenny.
I'm gonna drink it. I'm
Mom's
finishing
vagina.
This.
He's talking about this one. Finish that.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right, just curious. How many? Everybody raise your glass to see how much you got left.
I'm fucking enjoying this.
I'm dry.
Fuck.
Dry as your mom.
Okay.
He's like,
and
ew.
That totally backfired, man.
Okay. But I will say, didn't I have the? Would we argue that I had the most?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Well, you know what, Lubomir?
And you just wasted. You just slugged yours down.
I
instead of
know.
enjoying it.
I'm enjoying it. I've been enjoying it the whole time.
You slugged it. Oh, I know why. Because you had the fucking Sour Patch Kid in yours. You bitch.
I did not. It fell. It fell.
All taste notes of sourness and sugary goodness.
It's like
Tastes
blue
like
raspberry.
So yummy. Oh my god.
So meaty. Oh, Billy.
What is up, guys? We are back, and
Why?
we're going to do a cheers to our
For what?
Apparently,
our
favorite
fan that picked this movie,
contributor.
Lubomir.
Good job. Thanks.
Cheers, everybody.
I thought we already did that.
Skull.
Bro.
Okay.
Skull.
Thank you for buying this
choice
drink.
of whiskey, sir.
asshole.
It tastes like pumpkin. It's so good.
And on
Looks
an
like
unrelated
fucking
note,
pumpkin cum.
That's blasphemy.
I don't have any
This
more.
don't taste like fucking pumpkin.
You don't deserve your mic anymore.
What are you talking about? I don't need the mic. I can just yell.
What did you all think of Ken's portrayal?
You avoided saying his last name, right?
Yes,
there.
I did.
Watanabe. Absolutely
Yes, I
avoided
did.
it. He's like, I'm going to say it. No, I'm going to get called
He's
out on
like,
it.
what
Fuck
did you
this.
guys think of Ken's what's a who's it? We're like,
What do you mean?
I said
Ken's, greenhouse.
No, seriously.
How do you pronounce it? How do you pronounce it?
Wanatobi.
No.
Watanabe.
Watanabe.
Fuck's sake. Oh my god.
Watanabe.
Not Wanatobi.
No, I'm calling. Fuck it. He's.
Oh, come on.
No.
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 Yeah.
Fuck you. No.
You've had how many times?
Call a vote. Call a vote.
It's like the dude is saying
You know,
Private
Stu has
Ryan.
messed up on like a name here and there. I messed up on what? Come on. Go ahead and call it.
But
Call the
you
vote.
said-
I already did.
You called it. All right.
Aye.
Vote aye. Vote. No, I didn't say vote aye, but I mean.
You did.
You did.
Just said-
You did say
That's
vote
not what I
You're
meant.
telling us to vote aye.
No, I didn't
You
mean
told
for you to
us
vote aye.
so.
No, that's not what I said.
Aye.
Fuck.
dude, okay.
Based on the fact that you have been
Said it several
instructed
times.
how to properly pronounce it numerous
Several
times through the
times.
episode.
Something yummy. Something yummy. Something yummy.
Fuck yummy.
Cock block by BAC.
So we got to get a rep.
Okay.
We got to get the
Go
rep.
get a reps.
Get the girls.
That was fast. He's like, I'm
Yeah.
out.
Zoom.
It's like a cartoon
Take it
where like
upstairs.
there's like a cloud version of him still here and he's gone.
You guys
It's like
suck.
many a night, that I've hooked
He's
up
like-
with a fat chick at a bar and I'm done afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm out that quick.
So, anyways, Ken, what's who's it? That's how you say it, right?
Yeah. So, what'd you think of his acting? What'd you think of him?
Yeah, Ken, Barbie Dreamhouse.
No, believe it or not, no.
Dreamhouse.
So, what is the question?
No, actually, no. We're just going to talk about him. The fact
No, I
is,
thought you had a
that
question.
what did you all think of Ken's acting in this?
You know what?
Amazing.
I'll
fucking amazing.
Absolutely
and
fucking perfect.
I will jump in here and say something about him that I definitely wanted to say about this one thing.
Of course, Crystal comes in and she's happy as a
Prepare your
fucking
asshole.
schoolgirl.
She seems
Oh,
entirely
So does your
excited.
wife.
Sammy.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, say that again.
Who's screwing?
Ron.
Did you say you pulled Sammy out of the bathroom for this?
She was washing her
I
hands.
was washing my hands.
Oh,
I was like, come fast.
All right, what's
you might want to
After doing-
specify next
She even
time.
yelled my actual
After
like,
doing
on-
what?
She actually yelled Sammy
She had to
too.
go
She didn't
poo-poo.
use her actual name.
Okay, we'll go with that. Sure, they were both about to
all right? So
what?
what is my shot?
Good boy.
You're like whispering on the side.
Come
Oh,
in
look,
beard.
hey, the black dog likes the black guy.
Token is loved.
So while we're
Dude, don't make out with the fucking dog, Chase.
so one of the things I will say about this character that I really did like is
That
that
is a white person thing.
his
I guess.
It is,
All right.
right?
Back to the movie.
So
The
his-
kissing and like that.
I guess.
Really?
Uh-oh, hold on. What's my drink?
Okay. All right.
Ragnar, can you hand me a
I'll just
drink?
wait.
Gone, right behind you, please.
Absolutely.
I'll just wait.
They're making me some type of cocktail, so
There you go, my lady.
Thank you, sir.
We know how much you love cock based on your beard.
Captain Cumbeard.
He loves cock and dude's tails.
He's a hero.
Where's the arm? You didn't put the fucking arm out this
down
time.
to zero.
So
No, I'm
So
gonna
what did
say
you like?
I'm gonna say
Lenny.
this flat out. No, Ken's.
Hey!
What?
He is fucking speaking. Stop being an inconsiderate asshole.
I was agreeing with him.
No,
So-
you fucking
were
cut him off.
Inconsiderate.
Asshole.
yay, it's catching. So one of the things I loved about
Like
this,
herpes.
yeah, herpes is spreading like wildfire amongst us barrel-aged flicks, gentlemen. So
What the fuck have you guys been doing to get herpes?
don't
That
have
sounds
herpes,
like we
so-
just got involved in a really gay gangbang.
Chase.
Thankfully, I missed out on this
Oh
one.
shit!
You were the one who got slapped like a bitch.
I don't know what this is. So what is this?
We're gonna call it a watermelon bomb. It's
Okay.
half watermelon gin and half watermelon rind.
I don't know why, but I thought she was going to say half watermelon jizz.
Are you here to fucking kill me?
She wants that insurance money.
let's get through this.
wants
Let's
that
get through this shot and the whole grimacing, and I'm gonna barf and all this so that I can finish my fucking thought.
This fucking smells like puke.
I'm gonna snap. I'm just saying.
You got Jameson as a chaser.
Down the hatch.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's fine. Yay, it's so good. Oh, I love watermelon. Yum, 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 yum. Jolly Ranchers all up my butt. Yay.
Why are they up your butt?
I don't know.
Because
All
the
right,
face
so
is making it looks like he just got a
now,
watermelon suppository.
This or Crystal's Grace?
That's fucking horrible.
This or Crystal's Grace, which is worse?
Crystal's Grace.
Okay.
Crystal's Grace.
All right.
That just
Better
tastes
luck
like-
next time, Sammy.
It was a combined effort.
It was a team effort.
Okay.
You're so happy about it.
Do better, Crystal.
That's bad.
I expected
Anyways,
better out of you.
So,
all right. So Lenny, go ahead and finish your
one
thought.
of the things I wanted to say about this,
She's already
this
done
character.
something greatly horrible for him, so she set a high bar.
Yeah. All right, Lenny, go ahead.
One of the things I wanted to say about this character, and as one of the things I noticed in the movie that I love about him, is that not only is he a very strong leader, but he's not just like this mindless warrior that just wants to battle and kill. I think one of the moments where I really had a lot of respect for him, believe it or not, was when he got up on stage and was like acting and being kind of
Yes.
silly and like
For his people.
and making his people laugh and making the children laugh and being entertaining. So like
When the ninjas came.
yeah, like he doesn't take himself too seriously. But that's the other thing is that he's mid doing this like silly thing for his people, and then the ninja guy showed up, tried to fucking assassinate him, and he flipped that fucking switch, and then him and Tom Cruise like back to back, like
Nathan Algren
fighting him back. I know, I like seeing Tom Cruise.
He's fucking Tom Cruise.
He's Tom Cruise and everything, but fighting off the ninjas when they're like back to back and they're helping each other, like that was such a fucking powerful moment to me.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play a clip of their first conversation because this is the one thing that I fucking loved about this movie is the conversations between Nathan Ogren and Katsumoto. Yeah. And this is the first clip right here.
My name is Katsumoto. What is your name?
As Ron just walks away.
Oh, my word's not correct.
What the fuck? Yes, he's like, you guys listen to this while I go take care of business. And he'll have no idea
I will
what we're talking
practice
about.
my English with you.
Because he's left the room. So when he's
If you
listening
would
to the
honor me.
recording, I want all the listeners.
You kept me alive just to
email
speak English?
To Ron for his lack of dedication.
For beating off
And what do you
during the
want?
show.
Yes. Lubomir, please.
To know my
figure out
enemy.
some way to punish Ron. Anybody
I've
who
seen
wants
what
to
you
join
do
the
to your
Patreon,
enemies.
please subscribe.
The warriors
Join
in your
Patreon,
country do not kill.
And then
They don't
demand
cut the
that
heads
Ron
off
gets punished
defeated kneeling
for
men.
abandoning the show.
General Hasegawa asked me to help him.
All that I
end
free
his
is silently say,
life.
Abandons it. What the fuck?
A samurai cannot stand the shame of defeat. I was honored to cut off his head. Many of our customs seem strange to you.
good
And the
conversation.
same is true of yours. For example,
Yeah, but what did you think
not
of...
to introduce yourself is considered extremely rude even among enemies.
It's still going on. You gonna ask me what I thought about what's happening right now?
It's called commentary.
Nathan Ogren.
No, it sounds like. What did you think about
I'm
when something's
honored to
done?
meet.
Which you would know. if you
Enjoy this
listen.
conversation in English.
I have questions.
I have introduced myself. You have introduced yourself. This is a very good conversation.
Good
I have questions.
Questions come later.
Who's the warrior in the red armor?
Bitch, I said questions come later.
See,
Smack.
Just like
All
Chase
right.
got slapped.
So
earlier.
when it goes to the conversations between
Honestly, that
them,
would have been fucking perfect, right? That would have been fucking perfect. That's fucking just backhanded him. Fucking knocked the taste out of his
Like,
mouth.
what I tell you, white bitch?
all right. There's three versions of this conversation because when you see in the first one that you can tell that he's identifying with his enemy, and then the second one you can notice that he's been trained by the samurai. He's been trained by what's his name,
What do
the
you
guy
mean
who played
there's three?
Scorpion. Huh?
What do you mean? There's three versions of this conversation.
No, as the movie
Three happenings
progresses-
of the conversations that go on between them.
Oh, okay.
Let's go ahead and play the second one.
Ujo is teaching you the way of the Japanese sword.
Yes, indeed.
You fought against your red Indians?
For some reason, right there, I just heard, "You're fucked." Instead of "you fought," "You're fucked."
Yes?
This is when he lays
Tell
down
me
on
of
the
your
floor.
part in this war.
Why?
I wish to learn.
Read a book.
I would rather have a good conversation.
Likes to talk.
Because
You're gonna learn
you're
more
both
about
student of war.
the person that you're going up against by having a conversation.
Oh,
than trying to read the
absolutely.
book.
Well, the thing about how he has a thing about General Custer, how he likes General Custer, but then Nathan Ogren was offended by the whole idea.
General Obi-Wan?
General Obi-Wan?
No.
Wrong series.
I was captain.
This is a low rank?
A middle rank.
And who was your
Done that
general?
before.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Don't you have a rebellion to lead?
People in your country do not like conversation?
He was a lieutenant colonel. His name was Custer.
I know this name. He killed many warriors.
Oh, yes. Many warriors.
So he was a good general.
No. No, he wasn't a good general. He was arrogant and foolhardy. And he got massacred because he took a single battalion against 2,000 angry Indians.
1,000 Indians? How many men for Custer?
211.
Shit,
I like this General Custer.
He was a murderer.
Sweet.
Who fell in love with his own legend. And his troopers died for it.
I think this is a very good death.
Well, maybe you can have one just like it someday.
If it is my destiny.
What do you want from me?
What do you want for yourself?
Back then? It doesn't
What are you
feel
doing?
like they would have called them troopers.
Why are we having
back
these
then.
conversations?
Stormtrooper
What the hell
was?
am I doing here?
Okay. It didn't seem like it.
I love how patient Katsumoto is with him. He never, even though he's being rude and he's like just, meh, he never
It's all
stoops
about the
to his
culture.
level. He always maintains his control.
Well, see, that's the thing about it is that
I love that.
But the thing about it is they become really good friends throughout the whole ordeal because they start to. I think Nathan Algren actually starts to respect him for what he is.
Yeah,
he respects
starts to
also the
understand
samurai
him.
and how peaceful they are. Really thinking that they're savages, but they're not really savages. They're actually very peaceful people.
Well, it starts, I think, when Aldrich or Tom Cruise's character, he picks up the wooden sword in the street.
Yeah.
Right? When the two kids,
when he's battling with a little kid.
Yeah, when the two kids are fighting, right? And he picks it up and he's messing around.
No,
with
it starts when
No.
They see the fight when he's fighting for his life.
No, what I mean by it starts is that it shows that he is not just going to lie down and take an ass whooping and let you beat me into submission.
Then even on that aspect, it still starts when before he's even captured in that fight where he's massively outnumbered and he is still going fucking buck crazy, and you see
that's why
Watanabe looking at him. He's like, Jesus Christ, look at this motherfucker right here. He sees the tiger fucking swinging in the fucking thing, and but he's also seeing the man who's doing it. Like, this is not just somebody who's going to give up and just fucking,
because he was heavily outnumbered, and he was just like, "Fuck you,
fucking crazy.
I'm not going down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down swinging and take as many of you as I can," which I thought was really fucking badass.
Very American.
Well, the thing is, he wasn't. He was willing to lose it. He didn't really care about his life. He was actually willing to give up his life because he was just done. But I think he found some sort of peace with the Japanese, with the samurai, basically, to the point where he felt like he found his place.
But even, I'm not even going to say 100% is just because he was ready to die in that initial battle.
Yeah.
It was, that's just pure instinct right there.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and swing. And based on what he had seen from earlier in the battle, these motherfuckers weren't taking no prisoners.
No.
Based on what his experiences were with the Native Americans.
Right.
They weren't taking no fucking prisoners. All right. No, he's like, no, I am going to go down swinging as hard as I fucking can, take as many of you bitches with me as I possibly fucking can. And that's it. If I die, I die, but it doesn't matter.
And he takes out that motherfucker
surrendering
in the
does
red armor.
nothing. Yeah.
All right. Now,
that was badass.
With that fucking neck stab.
Yeah, he just like, blah! I was like, fuck yeah, bro.
Kasumoto was nominated for an Oscar for this role, and he went
Rightfully
against four of the people who. Tim Robbins won for Mystic River. He also went against Alec Baldwin for The Cooler and Benicio del Toro for 21 Grams.
Oh, he did really fucking good in that.
And Jamon Hunusu, the guy from Gladiator, for In America. Do you believe that he should have won the Oscar, or do you think that Tim Robbins should have been the winner? Because in a way, this is his only nomination. He's never been nominated ever since then, and he's been in other movies. He's been in Inception, At World's End. He was also
not in a role like this.
No, and that's what I think. And the thing is, this was his first
American role.
His first American role. Yes.
Yeah, this is his
I was going to point that out.
English-speaking role.
And he did a great fucking job. And in fact, the way that it looked realistic in a way, because you could tell that he wasn't talking like he was an American. He was talking in his Japanese with that American accent.
He had that thick accent.
The thick accent. Sorry, I was getting it mixed up. But I thought he was the best. In fact, this is one thing I'm going to ask you guys. What is your favorite scene? Because I'm going to tell you mine. My favorite scene is the conversation between him and Nathan Algren. Any scene where they are just conversing, just the very calm, just like, the scenes between them were my favorite scenes in the movie. So what are your favorite scenes in the movie? Ragnar, we'll start with you.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, I put you right on the spot.
Yeah, I did. Fucking asshole.
God damn it.
I know what mine is if you want to go in this order.
Yeah, go that way.
All right, go Lenny. I guess you'll go last.
Yeah, I'll fucking go last then.
So mine
pitch
is
clean up.
Mine
Fuck
is
him. I don't give a shit.
Mine's one that I brought up earlier, and it was where he's on his way to go, break Kasumoto out.
Yeah.
And these guys know that, so they start following him, and he's outnumbered. I think there's like 5 or 6 of them, and he has no fucking weapons on him initially, none. Well, was it 4 of them? And he dude, it was badass. That whole scene was so fucking badass. And then I would say a close second was on the battlefield when he's got the sword and he flips it around and fucking chucks it at Colonel Fuckface was what I like calling him Fuckface because that's what it should be. But
I'll accept that. Colonel Fuckface works for me.
The bad guy bad guy from Ghost. If you guys remember.
Colonel Bagley.
Yep.
Almost every role that guy plays, he plays a fucking sleaze bag, dude. And he
was in Friday the 13th Part 6. Remember that?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he
was.
Yep.
And and when he gets impaled by that sword, that was one of the few moments where like I got a physical reaction. I was like, God damn it! I wish it had gone in his dick. Fuck that guy. So yeah, those were my scenes that were like
honestly though. What
close?
How about you, Chase?
Everybody's so mad at that guy.
Fuck him.
I don't.
You respect him.
I can say I respect him.
He massacred so many innocent women and children. Fuck that guy.
That was based on, and you have to consider at the time they
thought that Indians were savages,
viewed as
they were viewed as savages.
That's still
it's wrong. It is absolutely wrong.
But I understand what you're going at because it's history, and you thought of it at that
time.
I understand what you're saying, but it's still evil.
It's the whole manifest destiny mentality, and so like that. This is supposed to be ours, plain and fucking simple. And the ones that are standing in our way are standing in our fucking way.
Chase, what is your favorite scene?
First, I'm going to retort.
Thank you, Jason.
So, while you're right, it was the general consensus that the quote-unquote savages, the indigenous people, were not really human. Just like the indigenous Africans weren't viewed as human at the time. The point is, it is so very easily seen that they are obviously human.
Yeah.
If you just think outside the box and use your own fucking brain instead of relying on what other people have taught you.
Like gunning down women and children that are clearly running away in fear.
Just like Nathan Algren did.
No excuse.
He thought to himself, these look like people. They're fucking people. And so that is why we get to hate Colonel Fuckface.
Okay. Well, I said absolutely. I agree that they were 100% fucking wrong in what we did. Absolutely.
I'm just saying that I recognize both sides.
But also wasp colonies. Okay. Wasp hives and shit like that. We attack them when they're in our areas, right?
Yeah.
And this is what we consider our areas, but realistically in their minds, that's their areas too. But we don't have no problem fucking annihilating them, annihilating entire generations of them, whether it's adults, whether it's babies, lighting them on fucking fire.
Because
we look down on them. They are not
compare.
They are
us
not.
to wasps?
I'm going
an entirely obviously non-sentient species versus a very obviously sentient.
They are absolutely sentient. They are absolutely
sapient. My apologies. I used the wrong word.
Okay. Yeah. But if you are in the mentality of you are not looking at these wasps as humans, and so just like they weren't looking at the natives in your mind as equal as humans. And so like I'm going to the absolute far extremes, and 100%, and that's
you're stretching this one out.
But no, I'm saying it's in the mentality. This is my home. I don't give a fuck if they think that's their home. I am taking this area from them and destroying them. And I feel no remorse from them, even though they can attack me, they can hurt me and shit like that. And if they attack me, then I want to hurt them even more because they did attack me.
So, all right. So that argument there. All right.
Like I said, I'm taking it to the far extremes.
You are.
I am.
Your argument is stretching it out very, very far.
Yeah, which is what I'll do all the time. When somebody tries to make an argument, I'll always try to look at the other side of the argument, and then I'll try to take it to the most extreme example in my mind I can to try to understand the mentality behind it.
So
simply as devil's advocate.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So with stretching that out as far as it'll go, sort of. So comparing us, our living situations to a wasp situations who could possibly invade and colonate and populate certain
define
area.
what you what you are interpreting as invade.
All right,
to them, it's not invading. To them, it's building up a safe and a homestead near a stable food environment and stable area. To them, they're not invading shit.
Okay,
to them,
they are not,
doing
but we
what
are
is
already
right.
established in this area. Okay, so they come and then they populate and they make home and then they invade.
But if you look at back at their previous generations, they were there first.
Were they though?
Yes.
Were they?
Yes.
Were they here?
And
this
if
spot,
you go through the hypothetical genetic
but in this
memory
spot right now, though, were they here before?
No, not that particular spot, the general area, though.
So, if they were not here in this spot in my home, okay, and then they decide to come over and try and populate and invade, yes, then you will defend what you have. So, for whatever comes forward after that is an attack on your home, on your family, on your defense. So you will defend and take defensive measures against any sort of invasion that will happen.
So while I appreciate both of your arguments and while I'm also on your side, Ragnar, I have to point out that we're not looking at the actual history. We're looking at a movie that was inspired.
We're looking at wasps.
Hear me out. We're looking at a movie that was inspired.
I didn't say we're fighting, but let's get back to our fucking question.
No, I'm bringing it back
this
around.
isn't an argument. This is just a straight discussion.
Oh, I know.
Okay, let's evolve past the wasp. Let's say
that's what I'm getting to. Okay. We are both you two are both approaching this from the historical viewpoint, and that's perfectly fine because this is a historical movie. It is inspired by historical events. But our main protagonist, Nathan Algren, is not an actual person. He is the embodiment.
Oh, he's fictional.
He is the embodiment of a modern viewpoint on barbaric past events. Therefore, our idea, the point of the movie, is to see Colonel Fuckface as Colonel Fuckface. We're not here to justify what Colonel Fuckface did. We're here to
Is that his new name, Colonel Fuckface?
Yes.
Wow.
We are here.
I don't view him as Colonel Fuckface. I don't. I'm understanding. That's why I said I don't think anybody in this movie is the bad guy. Nobody in this movie is the bad guy.
Well, that's why I was saying we have three separate.
Everybody's going by what their beliefs are. That's what it is.
We have three antagonists in this. We have Colonel Fuckface. We have Omura, the family trying to become rich off of the treaty and trade agreement, and we have the incompetent, or not necessarily incompetent, but immature emperor, who simply does not have the confidence in himself to make a decision. Because whether you make a right decision or a wrong decision, the road is paved with indecisive squirrels.
So that goes with the same. That all goes on the same side.
And if you're saying Omara,
all three of those,
they're all antagonists.
Right.
At the end of the day,
but they're also all protagonists.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
so. The Emperor is trying to make a decision of what's best for his people, but he's trying to and trying to modernize because he feels that's the only way forward for his people. Omara, you may say he's only doing it for greed, but what if he truly believes the only way for his homeland to succeed is by modernization?
So you switch mics just to get your word out?
Well, it's just he's not talking, okay?
Yeah.
I mean,
Omura's character is pointed out to be someone who is not there for the greater.
Omura's a bitch.
Omara
said very well.
Is pointed out based on Nathan's point of view. All right, that's all it is Nathan's point of view.
Right, which is what we're supposed to be watching in this movie.
But if you take a step back and you're trying to actually look at
Omura
it from
is
all
greedy.
of them.
Omura is greedy. He is dishonorable. He is not there to actually be of any honorable standing. You can see it even in the battle.
But he is looking out for his country.
He's looking out for his wallet. Because in the larger cities mean more money's going to come into his wallet. He's looking out for the cities, not the tradition, not the nation, not the people.
If he was
he's looking out for the city's individual economy.
More than just the city, he would have taken the Emperor's offer. at the very end.
So what is your favorite scene?
Oh, shit, we're doing favorites. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's what we were on.
Yeah, forgot about that.
Honestly, this movie has so many very powerful scenes. I would say that, that's really hard. It goes between the raining scene, the boken between he and the kid, and then Uja, or Uja?
Uja. I think it was Uja.
Yeah, Uja. And
Scorpion, basically.
Spearing Colonel Fuckface.
Get over here.
Yeah.
That scene would have been so much fucking better.
I want to see the spearing of Colonel Fuckface with the part that we all got blue balls about, because what should have happened is he stabbed the motherfucker by throwing the sword, rode by, grabbed the fucking sword, and then ripped it up through the rest of his fucking torso.
Yeah.
Then we would have been allowed to reach completion, and we just couldn't.
Blown my load.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking everywhere, but we just couldn't.
Oh, Billy.
All right, so that's your scene right there. Stu, what is yours?
Nathan.
Okay, mine actually is super fucking early in the film. It was Tom Cruise
drunk?
In the beginning?
When he was doing the Winchester show.
Fuck.
Okay. But
you want to call it, bitch.
Yes, I call it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I call it for Chase hitting the fucking mic stand like so hard to the point where there was a bang. I call it. Ragnar voted aye.
I vote aye.
Nay. I mean, I'm not saying aye.
That we have a tie.
No, because
Chase can't. No,
you called
aye, tie. Aye, nay, nay.
I venture on technicality that I did not actually strike the mic stand. I simply bumped the table.
It doesn't matter. It was aye, nay, nay. It was a aye, nay, nay. It is a tie.
No, it's not a tie.
How is it not a tie?
Because of the fact that if we come down to tie, then the voting party is one that goes ahead and gets.
He doesn't get to vote.
Because it's calling him. He's obviously going to call an A. Just like I call a vote on you, you would call an aye.
It doesn't matter. If he doesn't get to vote, so it is a tie.
It is not. Okay, hold on. Token. Just say aye or nay.
I need to know what's.
No, just say aye or nay.
Do you think Chase?
Just say no. Just say aye or nay.
No.
Do you think Chase interrupted the show? I don't know. Do you think Chase interrupted the show? Did Chase's actions disrupt the show for you?
You can't do that.
I was outside.
Did Chase's actions disrupt the show for you?
No.
Exactly.
That's bullshit. Peanut Gallery doesn't get the vote.
He wasn't in the room.
The vote failed.
Incorrect. That has been agreed upon.
The vote failed.
It is a tie.
Pass. The vote did not pass.
It is a tie.
That means it's a fail.
No.
The vote did not pass.
If it failed,
that means it's a fail.
Then there's no spin of the wheel.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't. If it's a fail, it's a draw.
That means it didn't pass.
No, it didn't. No, it's a draw.
It did not pass.
It's a draw.
I like the fact
or
that
vote
did not pass.
That was my favorite
If
part.
it's a draw, it doesn't pass or
They're
fail.
stabbing.
As the opposing.
If it doesn't pass, it fails.
Okay, it fails, which means there's no tie.
You and him have to spin.
No.
As the opposing party, I am not able to, but I do have a question. Does anybody here feel like the calling of the vote created such a disturbance in the episode that it would be warranted to call a punishment?
That did disrail the episode.
We're gonna have to make
technically.
We're gonna have to call it. Are you gonna call for it?
Are you going to?
As the opposing party that it was called on, I feel like it would be not correct because it could be biased.
It's a separate vote.
No, you're the one that brought it up. So are you the one that is?
Oh, by the way,
a vote for
by the way, you know the fuck you Ron is no longer. It's fuck you.
And quite frankly,
Lenny
you
now.
were the one that was talking
Wait,
in the
what?
first place. So I wouldn't really be the one to call a judge on
It's
that.
November. Fuck
Unless
you,
I
Lenny.
was called to vote on it.
November, your mom.
Hey, you got to write that on there.
You're the
Yeah.
If you
gotta
feel
change
that way,
that.
and by bringing up that point, it'd be a separate vote. Are you calling for a vote? Which is, I honestly will say, that is a genius fucking move. That is some legal fucking lawyer type shit right there.
Personally, I would consider that calling for a vote that created such a ruckus and such an amount of argumentativeness.
God damn it.
You're November.
It was quite the disruption. I think I would have to call for a vote. I think I would have to call for a vote.
Are you going to call it?
All right.
Yep.
All right.
All right, so call it.
So, yeah.
I did.
Lead it.
I call for a vote on the calling for a vote, which resulted in such a hullabaloo that threw off.
I think this is a podcast first.
Okay, I'm going to say aye simply because he said hullabaloo.
I'm going to say nay.
Why?
Nay, because of the fact that then every vote would be fucking immediately goddamn punishable by the person who called the vote.
Nay.
I preface this by saying because it created such a long, outdrawn hullabaloo, and that's fine. I don't mean to change your vote.
It's a derailment. It's a derailment.
I have to say nay because of the window it opens. All right, so the vote fails.
Fuck you guys.
So you two have to spin. But back to the original.
It's still a fail.
It's a fail, which means you admitted it's a fail.
No, it's a failure of the whole.
Did he not just admit it's a fail?
No, that's not what I meant.
No, did he not just admit it's a fail?
It's a failure of a vote, which means it doesn't go through. It doesn't go through.
Fuck up, Ragnar.
You dumb motherfucker. I am trying to argue the fact.
I'm sorry, I can't.
It's so great.
God damn!
I love pumpkin pie. Paul, punishment shot.
Son of a bitch!
This punishment shot? All right, so what are you, raspberry?
Yeah, raspberry liqueur.
Yeah. All right, Ragnar, you've lost. I'm sorry. You've lost, but your own party admits it's a fail.
God.
I'm sorry.
Technicality.
Go fuck yourself in the fucking ass with a goddamn octopus dildo.
Why are you spinning?
Because he lost.
He
the
fucking
vote
lost.
on the vote being an interruption.
I just wanted to point out it says "fuck you, Ron" and Lenny on here. So
you just changed it. You opened yourself up to that.
Oh my god!
You didn't scratch out Ron.
Right.
It still says Ron.
All right. So Ron,
fuck you, Ron.
You pick a drink for Lenny. Lenny, you pick a drink for Ron.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, is that fair?
That's fair.
All right.
Son of a bitch.
Lumamir, you're getting a good show here.
All right, so Ron,
dude, why the fuck
spin,
are all these fan requests like?
Those are the ones where we get derailed so hard. I don't know why.
Just absolutely inundated with fuckery. And on that note, bottoms up.
I'll pick here. You know what? I'll be your friend, and I'll pick something good for you.
All right, so you pick something good for him. Go ahead. What are you picking for him?
Did Ragnar just fucking die?
A little bit. Ron, what are you picking for Lenny?
I will pick
Everclear.
No, I'm not going to pick Everclear.
You get one a shot. One a shot.
Penicillin.
Let him pick. Stop saying what?
Woodford Reserve.
Penis piss.
The what?
Woodford Reserve.
Okay.
All right, Lenny, hold on. But before you get up,
you got to pick something for me.
What are you picking for Ron? And don't let what he picked influence your decision.
No, I would never do that. Go ahead and get the what is that one with the moon shine or the
the banana one.
Moonshine.
Fuck yeah. I'll take it.
You
All right.
fucking bunch of
Ron.
goblin.
You still need to spin.
You still have to
Ragnar
spin.
still need to spin.
What?
Yeah, you still need to spin. You lost the vote.
Because you said our vote failed, asshole.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
I hope you get some fucking. I hope you fucking.
Grab something yummy.
You fucking cunt fag.
All right, so figure out whatever your yummy shot is also.
I'm going to take another shot of my banana shit.
Did you say cunt fag?
I did.
That's gonna be.
Hey,
how that would work.
Pour two shots of the banana stuff for me.
I got you, Brad.
Cock blocked by BAC.
Oh, you got to get the girls.
Oh, okay. We'll be right back. All right.
Fuck you,
As
Ron.
soon as he pressed the button, the dog's like, "Fuck you!" Now it's my turn to fuck up the show.
All right, so the BAC picked a drink for Ragnar.
I want to thank your dog for interrupting the fucking show.
Why did you do that? So what we got? What did BAC make for Ragnar?
Son of a bitch.
No, I just let him drink it.
Yeah.
It's a surprise. Go
All right. Cheers.
It's a bloody tampon.
Oh God, Jesus.
Why is it chunky?
Fuck you.
We're gonna do a cheers.
Fuck you.
Layer.
How about that?
That's why it's chunky.
It was Woodford Reserve.
Okay. Thank you.
He's all mentally prepared for like. This is gonna be
And that's what I had too. So
No, we figured with why the situation happened, we weren't going to be dicks.
All right, so Stu,
I
go ahead.
appreciate I just want to point out
very much.
that I was the only one who didn't get forced to spin.
Yeah, no, you got lucky. So go ahead and finish
With
your.
multiple failed votes. I was the only one who did not get forced. I am gonna hold on. I am gonna drink something in solidarity.
Just grab random.
No, there's
grab random.
No,
Just do random.
No, all you fuckers got
Random, you son of a
I
bitch.
saw something.
You can draw. Okay, you can draw from the cask whenever you'd like.
What were you curious about?
It has to be a random draw if you get it on the wheel.
I say make a rule.
No. So I
Let's put her back over here.
peanut butter country cream by Sheelan. Yeah, I saw this. I'm like, what the
You getting that
fuck
peanut
is
butter
this?
cream?
Yeah.
Getting that peanut butter.
So I'm going to go
cream.
ahead and have this, one, out of curiosity, but two, out of solidarity with my brethren.
I appreciate it.
All right.
a lot of cups.
Even though, I technically am the big wiener.
It's because Ron fucking sucks at it.
You got a lot of dishes. I was saying you got a lot of dishes.
Yeah, I know.
How's that peanut butter cream?
Is it good? Does it taste like
So
screwball?
No, it definitely is
I actually
cream
like
back.
Screwball.
It definitely is a cream back, but it's weird because it hits you the cream as the front tasting,
Yeah.
but then peanut butter as the
Okay.
back notes.
Did it kind of have?
That kind of sounds tasty.
Did it kind of taste
it's
like
not
a?
bad.
Did it kind of taste like
I
a?
had
Reese's?
got a little bit left?
Yeah, I only took a sip out of it first. All right, it's different.
Oh, that is different.
Yeah, it's
You ever
not. Yeah, go ahead.
Does it taste like a Reese's or?
Kind of.
No.
A little bit.
Oh, no, it tastes. It's
that.
creamy.
It tastes like Reese's.
Yeah.
No, it's not a Reese's.
Hold on. I think I have it. Hold on.
I was looking at the beer and I was in Passion of the Christ. I'm like, fuck.
Reese's Pieces is
I was
what that
starting
tastes
to look
like.
at it, and then all of a sudden I just think
That's what it is. That's what it
Reese's
is.
Pieces
Yeah,
candies.
Reese's Pieces.
Because peanut butter cups taste different.
Oh,
than,
sweet
They do.
Jesus.
than
Okay.
They have,
Pieces.
they have a
Okay,
much
yeah, that's
stronger
true.
peanut butter flavor. You know what? If you take that Screwball
It's not
whiskey
bad.
and you
Yeah.
mix it with Kahlua, it tastes just like a fucking peanut butter cup.
All right,
dude.
so finish your scene.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the opening scene with Tom Cruise showing off the Winchester arms, in the crowd and stuff like that. He did it, I really thought, an amazing job of somebody with PTSD. Portraying that mentality and the drunkenness, but trying to read the script, but then getting caught up in his own mind.
Yeah.
But also maintaining fucking control enough to fucking show the accuracy of the firearm.
Yeah.
And ping, ping,
Yeah.
ping, ping, ping. I was like, he did this so fucking well and established so much of his character from the word go of the believability. I really think that was my favorite scene.
That was a very good one.
Mm-hmm.
That actually, I think that opening scene there showed what
you taking
almost. I think almost what you could expect out of his character
so quickly.
Yeah.
From the word fucking go.
Yeah.
It established so much about him that held true throughout the entire story.
Yeah.
And that's why I would have to say it's probably my favorite scene, even though it didn't have my favorite actor in it or, anything like that. It did such a great job establishing what to expect.
No, you're right on that. Ragnar, how about yours? What is your favorite scene?
Mine would be in the rain scene in the village when he is when the two kids are sword fighting, and Tom Cruise picks up the sword, and you can see that he is used to handling a sword, but a single-handed sword.
Yeah.
So he's used to handling a saber type weapon, and these are obviously not single-handed weapons. These are dual-handed weapons.
Yeah.
But the amount of times that he gets beat down for the scene, you know, when he's fighting Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh.
Ujo. I think it's Ujo.
Ujo.
All right. So, you know, and you see that he keeps getting back up.
It shows that he's not a quitter.
Well, that, and it shows that, especially in
Just the resolve of soul he has.
My mom did that in a bar fight once.
Well, it's the thing of
dead serious.
It's the thing of when you see, you know, in a lot of movies that the resolve of like a POW.
Yeah.
Right. Because I mean, essentially that's what he is.
He's a seasoned veteran of like battle.
Yeah.
So it's like you're not going to knock him down, and he's going to go, "Okay, you win." He's like, "No, fuck you. You're going to have to knock me the fuck out because I'm not going to stop."
Yeah.
But it also shows
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
It also shows that like he is wanting and willing to learn their ways, their customs, their traditions.
Yeah.
And it you know, and especially going against him, you know, he's the number 2.
I think he's Katsumoto's like number 1 guy. I think he's like his number 1 warrior.
That's the rank goes. Katsumoto's number 1. Yujo is number 2. The dude with the
what you guys do?
I would guess the flat top.
Yujo, I took it as he became number 2. Katsumoto's brother-in-law was probably the original number 2. And that's why he said, "No, he is mine."
That's what I mean by. I mean, I'm not even as of right now.
What y'all think of the guys making the bets?
Oh, yeah, I love that.
That was cool.
Oh, that was perfect.
So real.
That was very fucking real.
And especially when one guy says he's getting better, but he's still ugly.
Well,
that's an ugly motherfucker.
I wanted to touch on Nathan Algren. You were talking about how it showed his willingness to learn their ways.
Yeah.
And when you're first introduced to his character, you know, he's, you know, just a war-torn vet.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's seen as somebody who, you know, he understands the way of war. Wanting to really understand his enemy, but it goes much further than that. He wants to understand them as a people, not as an enemy.
Right.
And
that's what Katsumoto does.
Right. And
he needs to understand. He wants to understand his enemy, but he also wants to understand you.
Yeah.
As a person.
And this is, I think, when you really break it down, this is a fantastic story of two people from completely other sides of the globe, both having the same sentiment toward their engagements with their enemy.
Dances with wolves.
Yeah, yeah. But that's the thing. It's the same, but it's good either way.
Yeah, because what
Whether it's a copy or not.
What I feel Ujo.
The good thing about it though is that this movie here references a lot of Dances with Wolves.
Yeah, but, well, you know, Ujo, he's the same perfect person in Dances with Wolves, the one that that actually hated him, the one that says, I forgot what is his name. It says, I become your friend because he lost his best friend, and his new best friend is Dance with Wolves. But it was the same type of mentality, the both of them there.
No, it is.
Yeah.
You know, and the cool thing is that
Wind in his hair, I think. Wind in his hair, I believe is his name.
Yeah. The cool thing about this being a reference or a piggyback off of Dances with Wolves is that it gives it a different global view.
Yep, wind in his hair. Yep,
a different global view of the story.
Yeah, it's what the reason I bring up that point is because if you're watching this movie for the first time and just kind of glancing over it, you may miss the part where Nathan Algren has always been like that. He has always strived to understand the people in the territory, not just his enemy.
Yeah.
When he was in the States, or the colonies, if you will, he was truly there seeing the people for what they are. They are people. They are another culture, and he wished to understand them, not just to wage war upon them. And when he came over to Japan and he was indoctrinated and taken prisoner, as he were, he wasn't just learning to accept a new people and culture. He was already willing.
Yeah.
And so it was truly two people of the same mindset, two kindred spirits, if you will, Katsumoto and Nathan Algren, finding each other on different corners of the world and really growing that bond. And I think that
Yin
is
and yang.
I wouldn't even say yin and yang.
No, you don't think so?
I would say twin spirits. Truly people of the same
At the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the beginning.
Truly people of the same ideology, simply finding themselves in different
both from a different
situations.
But not just different situations, also from a different type of like the way that they were brought up, the way they were differently, because the Japanese were different compared to the Americans.
Right.
But they were two very similar
they're-
people, just of different
culturally
culture.
very
Culture. There
different.
you go.
Yeah.
That's the best
culturally
way to say it.
very different.
Yes.
But really in personal driving force.
Yes.
They wish to understand one another. They wish to proceed and not cause destruction and violence.
Yeah.
They want to understand and create friendship and create bond.
Right.
And proceed in a world where there is coexistence.
Yeah.
But where they are in their lives, where they are in the conflict that they have found themselves in, that is not an option.
Right.
And so they become brothers in arms because of their similarity, not just because they are yin and yang, as you said. They're really not really, I couldn't say they're very opposing to one another.
No, but they bring each other together.
Yes.
You know, at the very end.
I think what they do is they read off each other. They both become better people.
Yeah, it's one of those. I can't say they offset one another. These are two characters that truly compound one another and multiply their own sense of self.
Yeah. And I will say too, one of the things I've been dying to bring up too is that that moment when they were doing the bets, and in the last duel they come to a draw.
Yeah.
Which is fucking unreal, because the other guy is fucking really good. And he looks at him and he nods, and it's like that small little gesture for someone who's trained so hard.
You're in the club, basically. That's basically what it is.
That means the world to someone like that, because that dude in that moment, he's like, okay, you know what, you're accepted, and that's a big fucking.
I think what it is that they
so cool.
I feel like they saw him as an enemy in the beginning,
absolutely,
especially Ujo.
Yeah, they saw him as
and
not
then
just an enemy,
at the
but
end
like
of this, they saw him as they saw him as a brother and basically brother. They saw him as a fellow samurai.
Right.
I mean,
Well, what he was saying was, Ujo, he was probably one of the best swordsmen in that village.
And he declined, and he hated him. You could tell that he hated him, especially because I think he was friends with the husband of Taka, who he killed.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then he became his friend.
And I think that.
What are you laughing at?
Random fucking thought that's written through my head.
What?
Well, that's not new.
When you said Taka, when the South Park, Taka burrito.
Christ.
Okay.
I'm not saying it was a good fucking thought. It was a random fucking thought.
He's like, you sure you want me to verbalize it?
Anyway, back to what I was saying. I think it was a very powerful scene, what you were talking about when they were sparring with Boken, and it was a draw, was phenomenally powerful, not just because, he had reached that level of swordsmanship. There's a scene in that movie where it was kind of cutting through and showing the people in the village, and he was talking about and writing in his journal that in every action that these people take, everything that they take part in, they strive for perfection, and that very is that very much so is extremely pertinent and very true in the old traditional culture of Japan.
Yeah.
Every motion, every movement, every task you take part in, you are to strive in perfection for.
And it shows just how quickly he learned
and
to get to that level.
Has been there his entire life. He's probably 35 to 40 years old. He has been perfecting his craft over that entire time. And in the matter of 2 seasons,
dude got almost to his level, which is fucking like
met him.
Wow. Yeah.
That is incredible.
Absolutely.
All right. So we're going to move on to the next subject here because I'm going to ask you guys. We're going to go ahead and play this clip, and then I'm going to see what you guys think about this.
I just realized I've been remiss. Forgive me. I have yet to thank you for looking out for me yesterday.
Manners.
That is your job, correct? Protecting me. Well done, Bob. You don't mind if I call you Bob, do you? I knew Bob once. God, he was ugly as a mule. You ladies man, Bob?
See, what did y'all think of Bob?
Dude, that guy.
Because
Bob was
that
the fucking man.
That guy followed him wherever he went because he had to. Basically, he was he wasn't
And
like
then he was also ready to strike that motherfucker.
Oh
down
yeah, man!
when
Because
he raised his voice.
He raised his voice to Kasumoto, and then he
Yes.
just came in there and Kasumoto was like, "No, everything's all right. It's fine." But the fact is that he hated him, but he also stood with him all the way because he was supposed to. He was kind of like a prisoner guard.
I will never say that it never gave
Not
me
hated
enough
him.
indication. Yeah, for hate.
Yeah, but
that is just this is somebody he is look. Yeah,
and
is charged with,
he
like,
wasn't young
looking
too. He
down
was
upon.
probably in like 50s or 60s or something like
But
that.
the cool thing about it is when he takes that bullet for him on the battlefield, he's not doing that out of obligation for the job he was given. He's doing that because he sees him as a brother, as an equal,
Yes.
and he's trying to save him. And I was like, that's so fucking cool.
I think he says like Agron's son or something like that. But what did you think that he should have said?
It's Algren's son.
Algren's son? Yeah.
So the suffix of san indicates friend.
Yeah.
Or close one, basically. So when they started calling him Algren's san, when the kids said it, I was like, oh my fucking God, that's...
And I think what did Nathan say back to him? He said, what did he say?
When?
No, when he died for him.
So he called out whatever his real name was, and in my mind, I know this
He should have said Bob.
And in my mind, that's what he should have done. He should have just called out Bob. This guy was Bob, but he didn't. He didn't. I mean, Ragnar.
No, I don't think he did.
No, he said whatever the dude's real name fucking was, called it out and stuff like that. And then, but I'm like, in my mind, he should have just yelled Bob because.
Do you think it would have tugged at your heartstrings if it said Bob?
I'm not saying that it's tugged at my heartstrings, but it would have made more sense. All right, we've all met people, and then we'll give them nicknames or whatever, or that's who they are. That's who they become to us. Is that person? No matter
So you're
what
saying
the real name are.
if Ragnar dies in bottle or Lenny dies, is Lenny, Chase, Captain Cumbeard.
No, Captain Cumbeard, no.
Yeah, you cummy bitch. I would. I mean, you're not going to,
I'm not calling out Captain Cumbeard.
I have a person who I work with.
Captain Cumbeard. What did you fucking
I kind of really want you to do that now.
That's your official call sign.
You need to die just so I can hear Ragnar doing that for
Ragnar. Ragnar, that's almost as bad as hollering out, "Oh no, Mr. Slave."
All right, so
No,
I
that's
have
fucking cool.
a coworker whose real name is Emmanuel, but I know him as E. And honestly, I gave him that name, just because I'm fat and lazy, and I was like, Emmanuel is a really long fucking name. I'm just
But
going to call
that
you
doesn't
E.
explain
There's too many syllables in that.
Yes. If something happens to him, because that's what I refer to him as is E when I'm talking to him every single day. If something happens to him, my gut reaction is going to be E. All right. All right. It's not going to be Emmanuel. No, it's going to be E. That's my gut reaction.
Right.
And I felt it would have played truer if he just called him Bob, and also would have kind of been funny. I just Bob. It would have been kind of funny.
Well, here's another funny thing. So you guys do about there's a blooper in this movie, and it is a blooper. But, well, I wouldn't say it's a blooper.
It's a goddamn feature.
It happens, and they kept it in the
It
movie.
sucks for that guy, though.
Oh God, I don't even know how much pain that would have been. So there's a scene
took it
when
like a champ.
Nathan gets off his horse right before they're about to start the battle, and as soon as he gets off his horse, you see the fucking hoof of the horse do a kick right in the fucking groin of one of the soldiers, and you see the soldier get knocked down. They kept that in the movie. If you watch the movie, it's actually pretty. Like you look at it, it's like, oh, that just looks painful as shit.
Yeah.
But I thought that was a little funny. There's a little thing that I pulled up about that. But I remember watching that scene. I was like, oh my God, I can't. They actually kept that in the movie. But the other thing about this movie is that the score is fucking amazing by fucking Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer is. Oh
Dude,
God,
Hans Zimmer's fucking amazing.
He always does epic scores,
Oh,
and
yeah.
when it comes to the scores that he does, like he's done movies like Lion King, he's done Dune, he's done Gladiator. I mean, he's done
Gladiator's
the
fucking
Pirates of the Caribbean films. He's done so many great films, and this one is so epic, and it also tugs at your heartstrings, especially with the scene of him and Kasamudo, and him in the battlefield when when he kills him and he says, "I will miss our conversations." But this scene right here that I have for the clip is the scene when he's being taken captive and he's being taken to the village.
Yeah,
and it's just so powerful, and it's very foreign and oriental with the way that
Hans
it sounds.
Zimmer's pieces are always so pressing and vibrant
and epic.
Exactly.
Yes.
It feels like it's pushing from your chest just up.
Oh yeah, no,
It's fantastic.
I love this score. I own this score. I listen to it all the time, me being the score whore and everything else. But yeah, Hans Zimmer, Inception, that's another one he's done. He's done so
Yeah,
many great
Inception
fucking
was
films. I mean, what do you got? You guys like this score?
Mission Impossible 2. He did a score there.
Oh yeah. So, yeah, but that's just something I had to bring up because you know me and the score whore and everything else. But actually, I'm going to ask one more question before we get to our pint reviews.
By the way, I love the fact, and I've been meaning to say this for a little while now, how easily adopted yet you became to becoming the score whore.
I don't mind.
You know, but just accepting that that's your role.
No, it is.
You know,
I collect scores and I love scores.
You felt like almost embarrassed when I came up with that idea of score whore and shit like that. But now you just like immediately accept it. And
I love it.
I appreciate it.
It doesn't bother me.
I do.
It doesn't bother me at all because that's my thing.
It did. And that's the fact that you're like, no, it's not a bad thing. Being a whore is not necessarily a bad thing.
It's not a bad
It's the second oldest profession in goddamn humanity. All right.
Whores have feelings too,
Yes.
you know.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and end with our pint reviews, but also I'm going to add a little bonus question because this is a historical epic. Everybody knows this is a very good historical epic, but I'm curious, what is
Historical epic film.
Huh?
Historical epic film.
You keep
historical
forgetting
epic film? I keep
the
forgetting the
fucking
word
final
film.
word.
All right, I'm sorry.
Fine, I'll just pick the Iliad.
All right, so anyways,
right?
the
I mean,
historical epic film. All right, so the question is going to be your favorite historical epic film and your pint reviews. So we're going to start with Ragnar first and go round table, and I guess I'll end. So Ragnar, it's all on you. Historical epic
Why'd
and
you
pint
snap
reviews.
at him?
Right?
Did I?
Yes, you did.
I don't know.
That was very rude.
I don't know.
Bitch, nobody snaps at me.
I think you need to commit seppuku. You have dishonored him.
You have failed.
Oh, that's extreme.
Well, who's cutting off my head?
I mean, I would go for just shot.
I got the sword.
Wow, you're already willing to confess to cutting off my
I'm
head.
just gonna.
I got the sword. It's
You're
nice
gonna
and
hide it
sharp.
so I can. You can hide it so I gain my honor.
No, I'm not hiding it. No.
I'm gonna whip out my wang and just
I
kind of
won't allow
hit you
you
in the
to be
back of the
there,
neck
but-
with it a lot. I was not cutting.
This is gonna take so long. Oh my god.
All right, Ragnar, what is your favorite epic film and your pint reviews?
Shit, favorite epic film.
Historical epic film.
Does it have to be reality?
Conquering of Ron's
I
mom.
mean, and
It could be fictional, but it's I'd say in the cross between historical and fiction. So it needs to be something that's taking place in history, but it can still have
but if
fictional
it's
characters
somewhat
in it.
fictitious, then yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine because they
all
do
right,
that.
well, that leaves out that one there then.
The Matrix.
Well,
That would be
according
Lenny's.
to Napoleon,
Takes place in,
history
like,
is only
97.
lies
That's
that have been
history.
agreed upon.
No, I was gonna go with Excalibur, the original one.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
okay.
that's a great fucking movie. I'm surprised.
Wow.
You I didn't know you liked that movie. That's a good movie.
Oh, I love that movie.
Me too.
Absolutely
John Borman did a great job directing that one. That was
Absolutely
a
love
good
that
one.
fucking movie. But for historical purposes,
He also directed that too. The Deliverance.
That's my favorite historical epic. I'm gonna.
I would have to say,
make it squeal like a pig.
No,
so
dirty. I don't want to go with Deliverance.
Well, no. I'm just saying John Borman, who directed Excalibur, directed Deliverance.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to go with Deliverance on that one there. I would go. My favorite one would probably be as along with Gladiator. Troy. I would go with Troy on that one.
Gay.
No, it's either Gladiator or Troy. Honestly.
No, that's good. Good.
Or I can go with 300.
You have to pick one.
Only for
God
the
damn
glistening
it.
man chests.
It's fun. Me and Stu were just talking about this earlier. This is fucking hilarious.
You have to pick one.
I have to pick one. All right, so what? Troy?
You're just like
300.
all of them.
All right, Gladiator right in the middle.
All right, Gladiator.
All right.
There we go.
All right.
Gladiator. And
There we go.
what's your pint review?
choose Kingdom of Heaven?
That's a good movie.
It's a good movie, but no.
Children of Man. It's a future
For
historical.
fuck's sake.
That's a great movie too.
Hold on. God damn
I
it.
love that movie.
Fuck.
What's your
You're
pie
fucking
reviews?
with his head right now.
Lincoln was great. I like Lincoln.
No, you know what?
Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter.
Vampire Hunter Lincoln. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So Gladiator's your pick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, I'm gonna go right in the middle
That's a great one.
because I like all three.
All right.
Pint review. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Critical will go 3.5.
Okay.
Enjoyment 3 3/4
All right.
on it. I love the craftsmanship of old Japanese style. The way they handled everything, their construction, architecture of everything, the way they made their buildings, their weapons, the way that they forged their blades, their katanas, their wagasachis, everything. It was masterful.
Yeah.
And it literally and the way they do everything then literally still stands the test of time today.
Yeah.
And the way this movie was depicted, it shows it's the same as Dancing with Wolves. You know, it really
Same
is.
formula.
It's the same concept, it's the same plot, just altered to fit a Japanese
Japanese instead of Native American.
yeah, you know. So yeah, that's my review on it.
All right. Stu?
It's a good movie.
All right. My favorite historical epic would probably be Forrest Gump.
Yes. Yes. God damn it. That was great.
I mean, factual points.
Shit.
Based on what we established,
Life
the rules
is like a
could be.
box of chocolates. I never know what you want to get.
He got shot in the ass.
Oh, my God.
Something bit me.
Lieutenant Dan.
You got no legs.
No,
You got magic legs, Lieutenant Dan.
but based on the spirit of the question, I'll go ahead and go with 300.
God damn it.
300 was just. I mean, they even reference the battle in this film that we're, it's perfect.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, 300 versus a million. Do you know this number? Yes, I know this number. I mean, it was just
Versus
but
150,000
do you
was realistic.
I know, but that's not what they would say. And honestly, it sounds a lot cooler.
Get off the mic.
300 versus
This
a
is
million.
his time.
All right. No, it was a very 300 as a movie itself. It's so action. Heart pumping, fucking adrenaline. I'm gonna rip every motherfucker's head off. I mean, even outside, we had a Sparta kick reference during one of our breaks.
Yeah.
All right.
Almost an epic fail.
Which would have been amazing.
It would have been even better.
Yeah. But no, so just based on the spirit of your question, I'll go with 300. All right, for reviews, critical, I'm actually have to give this a little bit higher than I remembered it being until the most recent rewatch. I have to give it probably a 4. Critically, the speech and the dialogue was effective. It was strong. Nothing really wasted. Tom Cruise's performance was better than I remembered it actually being.
Yeah, and the thing is the dedication he put for the role. I mean, 2 years setting up for it and everything.
Dedication. I ain't going to give that 100%. I'm not going to say that makes or breaks.
But do you think the chemistry between him and Ken was really good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ken, I do believe, did amazing in his fucking role. The scenes were beautiful. The dedication, the work, and the craft they put in made a lot of fucking sense.
Yeah.
Like I said, a very, very strong 4 for critical. For enjoyment, and this was something I felt bad when Lubomir picked this, and then he dedicated as much, financially as he did. I'm like, man, I feel bad. I wish I picked another movie that I loved more because I'm like, God. But honestly, enjoyment. I mean, maybe a 3.5 at most.
That's still pretty good.
I mean, it's
that's a good 3.5 is still really good.
I definitely want people to see it and stuff like that.
You would recommend this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I don't know why anybody would not have seen this
but
movie yet.
But it's not original.
No, it's not.
It's predictable. It's okay. One thing I will say is I did not notice how actual long it was. It didn't feel like how long it was. It flowed. I think
it was like 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah, something like 2.5 hours.
About 2.5 hours.
Yeah. But it didn't feel like 2.5 hours.
No,
I will
it went by
absolutely
pretty
give
darn
that credit for that. And it didn't feel like forced or sped up or any points.
Well, there were a couple slow spots, but they were so minimal though.
And the slow spots were deservedly
they were.
Yeah. So the pacing was very well done. I don't know. It drew me in, but not enough to capture me.
Yeah.
I went from my phone a handful of times in order to multitask and look at other things and shit like that, but not as often as I will, some of the lower rated movies and shit like that. Unlike Split Second, which actually I didn't go for my phone at all. I could not tear myself away. Like, this is so fucking bad.
Lenny, you're so
Holy
silent.
Shit. It breaks the rules. It really does.
It breaks the rules because it's so fucking good and you just can't understand why.
No.
Your brain is just having this argument. It's an epic.
I still can't wait to hear
the argument in my brain is, all right, how am I going to kill Lenny for wasting my time and make it look like an accident?
The fans might.
That's what
like
my
I said,
argument was.
it hasn't been released yet, but the fans will request, and really curious to see if they want a Patreon episode of Split Second with a commentary episode.
Oh, God, that would be dope as fuck.
Yeah, I figured you'd love
That'd
it.
be dope as fuck.
You'd be fucking.
You and I both watching it, bro.
For that.
You'll be fucking coming at the screen just watching it.
I'm like, is that Rutger Hauer? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God. It puts a lotion on it.
Oh, my God, it looks like Venom, but it's not.
Kim Cattrall.
But no, I am happy to have redone, to rewatch this film because I said it's something that in my mind I'd watched it a handful of times, over the years, but it never really. There was nothing really special about it. But watching with a critical eye, it made me appreciate it more.
You got something I'm going to bring up in my review that hits right on point when you just said.
Okay, how about you, Chase?
I'm going to say that my favorite historical epic movie is Peter Weir's Master and Commander.
Damn it. That's a fucking good one.
Why didn't I? Oh, God.
And I am hereby officially claiming that as a
great
movie.
No!
At some point.
Long movie.
That's a good movie, though. That's actually my top 10 movies of all time.
That is absolutely.
You always have to pick the lesser of two weevils.
No, lesser of two weevils.
I'm co-hosting that shit with you because that is one of my favorite movies. I love that movie.
My dad is a big fan of that movie. Like, I watched it with him. It was so good.
That's a great. I can't believe I didn't even think about that one.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
I just finally had Crystal watch it for the first time.
Movie's fucking great. That
Probably
is
2-3 months ago.
Peter Weir too, great director. He's done Witness,
Yeah.
fucking Truman Show. He's done so many good movies.
Very well done.
Mosquito Coast. I don't know if you've seen that one. Fucking Harrison Ford. That's one of Harrison Ford's best acting roles. in my
So
opinion.
glad I picked one you guys weren't thinking of. Anyway,
I'm mad. I seriously, I can't believe I didn't think about that one.
He claimed it. You cannot go. You said I'm co-host.
I asked if I could co-host. I asked. I could ask him.
No, you said,
I could ask him.
With you.
And he said I was good.
I'll accept.
Damn it. He's like, oh, it hurts.
He slapped you in the mouth.
I
Gets picked on enough.
Slapped you in the mouth.
That's one of my favorite movies.
You know, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so great. That wasn't on me. That was your mother. I was doing it for your mother. I was doing it for your mother. She requested it.
He keeps saying your mother. It sounds dirty when he says it, though. Your mother.
Your mother.
Forever. All right, so what are your
That's
critical?
coming up too. Critically, I actually really enjoyed this movie. I would say that there was a lot of strength in the performances. There was a lot of strength in the storytelling. There was a lot of strategic infuriation and a lot of timeline specificity. So the year that this happened, that they showed on the title screen, so like today compared to when the Declaration of Independence was signed, is how long the difference is between samurai actually wearing armor like that. 250 fucking years later, that armor wouldn't have been a thing. Really, really striking visually. Like that first charge of the samurai, fucking haunting. I love that shit. I ate it up.
I want that red samurai suit, dude. I want it.
Was in 18.
It reminded me of Bram Stoker's
Right,
Dracula.
but that was not used in combat.
Yeah.
They did not wear that armor in combat for like 250 years when this is supposed to take place.
Or less, I think.
So what's your critical?
I think.
All right.
And I have one more thing. The final battle, when they first engage. Why do they set up post on the low ground when they had the benefit of already being there? Just back up 150 yards, hide 300 of your men behind the hill crest, and post 200 up front and pull as soon as they start firing.
Lenny, I remember you saying that you wanted to bring this up too.
Make them chase you. Don't sacrifice half your fucking army on the first pull. Like, that pissed me off. I get it, but at the same time, they didn't have confirmed numbers of what your forces were in the first place. So you could have either started out with only 200 guys and then have another 300 come around on that one side with the forest. On the back side of the hill, nobody would have seen shit. It tipped me off a little bit. But overall, critically, I think I would have to give this a 4.75. I really strongly enjoy this film, and I personally...
Near 5, geez.
Yes. I believe that this movie has solidified in my mind the theory that Tom Cruise's acting ability is directly tied to the length of his hair.
Let me ask you a question.
So
I like that.
Shorter the hair, the shittier the performance.
I like that.
Do you feel?
Why have I heard that before?
Do you feel like this is Tom Cruise's best performance?
No, not best, but it's up there. I think it's probably top 5, top 7. I think this is really one of his strongly better. Huh?
The one where,
if you're saying the hair is the key, what would we say is number one?
The one where he died.
That's specific.
Like permanently.
Lol.
You know, next time we do a Tom Cruise film, that's going to be the next question for a Tom Cruise film. I don't want to do it this one, but
I think they call that
our
TMZ.
top 5 Tom Cruise films because I'm really curious about that.
TMZ, but in the future.
Maybe.
What's your enjoyment?
Enjoyment.
You just say 4.75?
You're going to give it a 5.
Oh, no, I apologize. I gave it a 4.75. I meant to say 4.5 for critical. 4.75 for enjoyment.
Okay.
Because this is, honestly, it's enthralling. It gives you a beautiful visual and experience of the traditional Japanese culture.
Yeah.
It showcases a lot of what was going on. There's certainly a little bit of story on, the gruff soldier deal, and that's always an enjoyable story to tag along with. That had there was a lot of nuance to it, and just I don't know. It's got some, that je ne sais quoi.
I actually want to say this right here. Critical reception in Japan was generally positive.
Yeah.
Tsunami Kasuda thought that this movie was a vast improvement over previous American attempts to portray Japan, noting that producer and director Edward Zwick has researched the Japanese history, cast well-known Japanese actors, and consulted dialogue coaches to make sure he didn't confuse the casual and formal categories of Japanese speech. This movie had believe it or not, this was the biggest moneymaker in Japan. This made so much money in Japan.
I don't doubt it
because
at all.
it made the Japanese, because the thing about in the past, Ken, the actor, even said himself, is how in the past the Americans have always made the Japanese look like, the buck tooth, and they made fun of them, especially in what is it, the one with what's her name, the actress, where it had Rooney, what's his name, the actor Mickey Rooney playing that Japanese with the buck teeth and the eyes and stuff like that.
From the 50s and 60s?
Yeah.
Yes. We were very racist back then.
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
But this is being an American film, actually making the Japanese culture.
We've made the Japanese culture respectable numerous times since the 50s and 60s.
Yeah. Well, no, but that's what they were trying to go for. It's just that's what I read about and everything else. All right,
There was no Japanese movie.
That comment there
until this movie.
Retarded.
What?
Your comment was
no, not yours. The one from the actor.
That's in fact, this is
that's fucking retarded, dude.
What he said is,
I would say I understand it.
I didn't think it. All right, so Kevin Watabe defends The Last Samurai against white savior criticism of Tom Cruise. Didn't like it at that. I didn't like it that Watabe told that. I just thought that the opportunity to depict Japan in a way that we were never able to be before, we're so making something special.
I feel that Japan prior to this had been respected numerous times.
No? Probably not with such a large title, though.
Yeah.
Pearl Harbor.
Not a good advantage.
How does Pearl Harbor make the Japanese look good?
Because they're showing, because the general, if you paid attention to that fucking film, there was
First of all, that movie is fucking shit.
Pearl Harbor's not shit.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to blow another load on your beard. Fuck you, bro.
Do you guys agree that Pearl Harbor's a good
Pearl Harbor
depiction?
was a shit movie?
I cannot say it's a fantastic...
Yes, it was. It's historically inaccurate.
You could take away all the romantic bullshit in there.
It was very successful and had a huge title release.
Yeah.
It was a large film. I'm not going to say it's the best thing ever.
Would you like a tissue?
Huge names, huge title release, big box office hit.
And they didn't disrespect Japan. They did not disrespect Japan in any way, shape, or form.
Thank you. No, they didn't.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying it's not a good movie.
Your mom's not a good movie.
But it also didn't highlight...
You're probably the only one here that thinks Pearl Harbor's a good movie. Do you agree that Pearl Harbor's a good movie?
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
I haven't seen it since I was like 12.
It's all I got. It's the only ace in the
With
hole.
Ben Affleck and Josh Hartnett.
So I would
Michael
have
Bay.
to say that it doesn't focus on the Japanese enough for me to say that I could really consider this as a movie that could possibly have the same impact as The Last Samurai did in the respect of that actor's comment.
Okay.
Can I go yet? Or are you going to say
No!
Are you going to say some more shit? Go ahead.
I'm not saying anything.
Let's move on to another topic. How about the cherry blossoms were so pretty?
They were.
It was perfect. It was perfect, as Kosumoto said.
Okay, fucking goddamn it!
You brought it up.
I was
Lenny, what was your favorite historical movie?
My favorite historical movie of all time was fucking Austin Powers.
Yes!
Hell yeah!
Yeah! Good job, buddy.
He fucking depicted the 70s perfectly. Then he traveled in time and he represented the 90s and the 2000s. The guy's fucking amazing.
I think my personal favorite was the machine gun titties.
You're damn right. That's very accurate, too. Those German bastards. All right, now, speaking of German bastards.
Hey, fuck you.
Hold on. My favorite epic movie, historical epic film movie, would be Saving Private Ryan.
Okay.
Saving Private Ryan is probably one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best, if not the best.
It's a good one.
World War II era movies. Very fucking
Surprised
realistic.
you didn't pick Fury.
Fury's a very close second, but I've got to give it to Saving Private Ryan. That movie was an absolute fucking masterpiece. That's one of those movies where, if you have any ounce of sense in you as a person who's able to critically watch a film, at the end of that movie, you're physically worn out because it's just like, fuck.
Yeah.
It fucking wears you out because it really takes you through that whole emotional roller coaster. Like when they go from battle to battle, each time those battles start up again, like you can physically feel your body reacting to it, your anxiety, your heart rate. You start to your throat starts to get a little dry. You're just like, oh, fuck. Like you can feel what the fuck they're going through.
Did anybody
It's
else
crazy.
see that in theaters?
I did.
Okay.
It was fucking intense.
My dad took me and my brother to go see that.
Dude.
It's one of the few films I can honestly say, no spillage. It's one of the few films I can honestly say where it was basically silence at the end of the film, walking out and so like you don't hear people talking, like that. It's just weird silence. Like everybody just felt drained, like they didn't know what to fucking say.
The thing is, I actually have a great thing about that is my dad took me and my brother to go see that, and he told me the whole reason he wanted me to see that movie because that shows what war is really like.
Yeah, it's extremely accurate of how
I remember I was like
and violent it truly is.
11, 12. It came out in 1998 or something like that when it came out.
That's what I'm saying. Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely.
Amazing fucking movie, amazing direction and everything else.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to have to pick that for an episode.
So are we raising our hands now?
What is it good for?
To speak?
I don't know, man. I just got to the point where I'm like, can I get a turn, Ron?
I'm waiting for you. You just said your epic film. Go ahead and talk.
No, I will.
I'm just asking.
I have the talking stick.
Stick. I like that. God damn. So, that's my little toy.
Don't cut your little finger off.
No. So you have to, as long as you don't hold it wrong, you're fine. But so
he's gonna give himself an extra circumcision.
Don't do it near your crotch. So,
super circumcised.
So my rankings for pints. Critically, I'd give it a 4, solid 4. Very beautiful cinematography, like the way it was shot, the dialogue. Like that's the cool thing about this film is that, there are some war films where, you're mostly there for the battle scenes, and the in between you're like, okay. But with this film, like the build up to these battles and like the conversations and the dialogue and all of it very much plays an important role as well. And it keeps you just as equally captivated, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You definitely, I love how this film took that transition, was able to, similar to Dances with Wolves, is able to take a guy who's like, this is my enemy, fuck them. And he actually got to take the time to learn about them as people. And was able to completely flip the fucking script. And then you notice that shift almost immediately when he goes back to his people. He instantly, his viewpoint's completely different of them. Like these people have no honor. They're fucking shit. What the fuck was I thinking? And he almost immediately goes right back because he realizes he was fighting on the wrong side. Very, very cool how they did that. As far as enjoyment goes, 3.5, 3.75, close to a 4. It was definitely fun to sit and watch. I enjoyed it very much. I really appreciated it so much more this time around, the second time around. I don't really remember it the first time I watched it. I don't remember why, but I did really enjoy watching it. The only reason why I'm not giving it like a 4 or something higher is only because there are so many other war epics like Saving Private Ryan that I've seen that just, I'm sorry, we're on a whole different level, so, but definitely I would like a strong 3.5, 3.75 for enjoyment. Overall, anyone that's listening to this that has not seen this, it's absolutely fucking worth watching. It's definitely worth sitting through. It's a very good film.
Yeah. All right. So my favorite historical epic film would be The Revenant. That one is an amazing film about survival, and to the point where it shows the whole
gets fucked by a bear.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah,
makes
he
that
does.
whole ordeal.
He gets
But the whole Native American
bear
and
fucker.
Hard.
the hunters of that time being, with the and basically going against the Native Americans
For
and
pelts and shit.
Yes, it's a fucking beautiful fucking movie.
Good movie.
Oh man, that movie is amazing.
It really shows how tough and like you had to be a tough motherfucker just to live a day to day in that time
and
period.
it's a great
Dude.
tale. It's a great tale of revenge and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking love that movie, and Leonardo DiCaprio definitely deserved the Oscar for that.
Yep.
So,
disagree.
huh?
I disagree.
You don't think he deserved it?
No, I think
you think it was a giveaway.
Nah, the bear should have won.
Leo didn't act in that movie. He reacted. All right, so he shouldn't have got the Oscar for Best Actor. He was just reacting to the.
You know what? I think he would have been. I think Sugar Daddy would have been a better role for him to have got an Oscar.
How about
for.
Tom Hardy?
Yeah,
Tom Hardy. Well,
Tom.
He was a supporting actor, so
he was, but he didn't.
I'm sorry. I think Leo was just given to it because he had done so many things. And man, we got to give him a fucking Oscar for something. Jesus Christ!
What do you think he should have won an Oscar for? Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah,
Wolf of Wall Street.
I thought he did amazing in Wolf of Wall Street.
Aviator.
I thought he did decent in Aviator. All right, but I really honestly do not believe he actually showed acting in Revenant. Even though a great film, I enjoyed the shit of the film.
Yeah,
but I'm not.
But would you agree it's a good historical epic?
I wouldn't say it's an epic. I wouldn't.
I think it is because it shows the whole grand. Because I think that takes place in close to Alaska or something like that.
Okay.
And it's just how beautiful. And I don't know. I think it's a beautiful film, and I enjoy
they're
it.
saying whatever that I'm the captain now one is that historical epic? Because that's roughly based on a real fucking thing.
You're talking about the
Phillips
Tom Hanks
whatever?
Captain Phillips. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, is that a historical epic? No, it's not. It's something that's happened in history, yes, but it's not a historical.
You know what?
well, I still think it is.
Technically, Split Second's a historical.
Oh my god,
film.
all right. So, anyways,
because it takes place before right now.
All right. So
in the before time.
All right.
Mad Max historical epic.
This is going to be interesting because my review is going to be completely backwards here because my critical is going to be a 4. It's a very well-made film. I think it's the score, the fucking direction, the fucking acting in this movie, especially from Ken.
So
he
much
did
fucking.
such a great job. Stop fucking ruining my review.
You keep saying fuck.
Because
fuck, man.
That's my fucking language.
The
Fuck.
fucking fuck and the fuck.
So
Oh,
much
fuck.
lack of fucking.
I don't know. It's my fucking language.
It ain't more
I'm singing
cowbell.
again.
He's thinking Squirrely Dan.
Anyways.
Help out
But
a lot.
no, critically, I seriously think this movie was a 4. It was very well made. I think everything about it was it's definitely recommended. I thought that the direction, the cinematography was amazing, especially with New Zealand making it look like to be Japan and everything.
I thought it was Japan. Shit.
Yeah, the battle scenes, everything about it was great. But my enjoyment is a little different because this is not one of those movies I can watch over and over again. It's a great movie. It's over dramatized. It's got great scenes, got some scenes that are kind of heartstrings, pull at your heartstrings and everything else, especially the scenes with Ken. He stole the show, especially my favorite scenes with the whole conversation between him and Nathan Algren. But when it comes to enjoyment, I give it a 3. I gave it a critical for 4, but I give it an enjoyment for 3 because there are better historical epics out there.
Yeah,
I think Dances
true.
with Wolves is better than this, in my opinion.
Okay.
I know it steals the formula, and I know even Avatar steals the formula, but Dances with Wolves did it the right way.
I should have picked Avatar.
Yeah, but it
Future
just
epic.
It just.
Did I just blow your mind, Chase?
Wait. All right.
I did, didn't I? I did. I just broke poor Chase with Avatar is Dances with Wolves in space.
It is.
It technically is.
I don't like
How dare you ruin the blue people for me?
No, they've compared Avatar to Last
Dude,
Samurai and Dances
blue,
with Wolves.
Okay, the chick that he bangs, the
hold
blue
on.
alien, she's
Yeah.
pretty hot. I would have fucked her. I'm just sorry.
Lenny,
That's a big bitch to fuck.
Oh, dude, fucking, that's awesome.
Lenny, please check your phone. Look at my last message to you. And how many minutes ago was it that I sent the last message?
I love tall women, by the way.
Because I can read the future.
All right, he sent me Avatar is Dances with Wolves in Space at 1:31 a.m.
And what time is it now?
1:36 a.m.
I fucking told the future. All right. I predicted where this conversation was going to go. Exactly. I didn't mention Avatar. Ron mentioned Avatar. Ron mentioned Dancing with Wolves again. I predicted exactly where this conversation was going to go prior to it happening.
Anyways.
So The Last Samurai is Pocahontas?
Yes.
Pocahontas is another one.
Let me off this planet.
Anyways, so
You
no.
just broke the Matrix.
Yeah, so anyways, critically, I mean, enjoyment.
That means Bob is the raccoon.
It's a 3. You're killing me here. I'm trying to do my.
He is the raccoon. I'm sorry. Stu is like blowing our minds right now with
No, believe it or not, I watched an article. I watched a YouTube thing online about the whole Pocahontas, Last Samurai and Avatar and Dance with Wolves, all that all together. It's all the same formula. It's all the same formula. It's Disney version of fucking
it's
Last
similar
Samurai.
to like Superman and the Matrix are basically copying Jesus's story as well.
Oh yeah, no, the savior of the fucking world. Yeah. But seriously, no, this movie is. I recommend this movie. I definitely recommend this movie for a watch. But there's other better historical epics out there.
Yeah,
Tom Cruise did a great job in this, but he's also done better films. But he did do a good job in this role, and I really enjoyed his character, Nathan Algren, and I enjoyed all the other actors in this. But altogether, it's like I said, it's enjoyment. It's like I said, there's better ones out there. But it's critically a really good film. Edward Zwick has done a great job direction on this film. I mean, if I were to say his better one is, I think Glory's better. Glory's his better film. I wonder if you guys would agree.
Glory's a good movie.
Glory's a fucking great movie. But I mean, yeah, that's what I go with. I mean, it's a critical 4, enjoyment 3. I mean, seriously. So
okay.
So let's go ahead and end this show right here. Lubomir, you have got a great long, extended
one.
show for you. This is probably
Just
one of
like
our
you like it.
One of our last.
You've got a nice long
Jesus
one.
Christ.
Jesus Christ.
This is one of probably our longest fan requests that we've ever done. So we're going to go ahead.
Seriously, though, Lubomir, thank you so much.
Yeah.
We had a lot
this
of
was
fun
a great
doing
episode.
this one.
It was a great suggestion. A lot of interesting comments, discussions, fun across the board.
Good little debates, too.
Yeah. And amazing.
Yeah, we finished that bottle,
Good
Lubomir.
job.
Seriously, we finished that bottle. But anyways, gonna let you all know, please check out our Patreon. It
Yes,
would
please.
really help us out. We do this for free, and it would be a big help if you guys want to support us. If you donate $5 or more a month, or whatever you want to do.
It helps us buy the
helps
booze.
us out. It helps with the booze. We're trying to get some better equipment and everything else. But we're trying to make this show better for you guys because we
If you
love
guys wanna
doing
see
these
anybody
shows.
in a thong, let us know.
Yes.
If you guys
Yes.
don't
Stu,
want to see anybody in a
Don't
thong,
say that shit because they're going to
let
request
us
somebody to wear a
know.
thong, and I'm not wearing a fucking thong.
I will say this.
Why do you assume it's fucking
I'll let
you?
you- no, it's
I
gonna
will
Stu.
fucking- No.
If the
Why-
fans
you said
request
you,
me, I
you're
will
not
do
going
it.
to wear one. Why the fuck
It's
do
what
you
the
assume it's
people
going to
want.
be you?
Because people request it. I know it.
From you.
Probably.
What, you think that highly of yourself is going to be you?
No,
the
for
amount
real
of
though,
shit that I
like-
get on this show, probably, yeah.
For real though. So
you get the
you
bullshit
guys
shots.
miss out so much with us not yet being able to afford video. So we super love to have donations on Patreon so that we can buy a good camera.
We would love to stream
YouTube
live for you
videos
guys.
and
I
shit
think
like
it
You
would
that.
can
be a
watch
lot
us
of
like
fun.
just getting drunk on the show, but also another thing you guys got to check out.
Watch us throw shit at each other, all that shit.
Check out the Deluxe Edition Network. Seriously,
Slap one another.
I don't have anything.
a lot of
safe to
podcasts,
throw.
a lot of great pods on that show. They are fucking amazing.
I'm not going to throw that.
God, I can't believe we finished that
hurt
bottle.
so much.
It's got some good weight to it, too.
I know.
It's a nice bottle.
It's
And also for November, podcast of the month, Horsing Around. That is the podcast of the month for
the horse head.
Yes.
Oh yeah, fucking great podcast.
It is
Kinda
great.
fun.
It is great imagery.
It really is.
That's the little shot that they have. It is great fucking imagery, and it speaks well to what the show actually is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that is our sign off here. So thank you, Lubomir, for requesting this movie. And like I said, if you guys want any more fan requests, send us an Instagram message, and we will definitely get to you. And we have a line right now for some fan requests to get done, but we will try and put you in there. And We love you guys, man. We love doing this show, and thank you for being our fans. Thank you for listening, and we'll sign off. Later, guys.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Arigato.
Kamikaze Yamasabi Sokabi left a nutsack balls.
I have a penis.
Hey guys, this is Ron. Thank you for listening to our podcast, Barrel Age Flicks. 2022 has been an amazing year with our great shows, including BAF, The Small Batch, and The Tasting Room. If you like our show, please leave a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Guys, this helps out enormously. Give us a follow on Instagram at Barrel Age Flicks Podcast. If you would like to send us a special film request, please contact us via Instagram, and we will give you a personal shout out on the show. We are also on Facebook and Twitter. Our podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Buzzsprout, Google Podcasts, Audible, Pocket Cast, Spotify, CastBox, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. Special thanks to Carl Casey at White Bat Audio on YouTube for his awesome music. This guy fucking rocks. Check him out. Want to give a shout out to Sammy, one of our guest hosts on the show who does our amazing album artwork. Thank you, Sammy. Our podcast only exists because of listeners like you. To find other great shows, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. Hope you join us for our next episode. Later, guys.